Look, we're gonna have 2 videos on this one. Before,
Jeez.
That works.
after Lil Tate loses internet, and after, because he was doing the recording for like Facebook and YouTube and all that. I'm just doing the live part. He was doing the actual.
Oh,
On it.
well, yeah, there was an ensign though. She wrote up the orders for the seawater compensation and the fuel barge while we were in port, and she wrote it up wrong because she had a degree in music and not engineering, and she wrote it up wrong. And then I chewed her out because we had to move those barges by hand. We had to pull them, and it was such a pain in the ass. And I chewed her out, and then probably 30 minutes later, my chief came up and pulled me aside, and he's like, "Hey, like, you can't do that." He's like, you gotta give. And that's where, like, I got the speech. Some people deserve the courtesy and some just earned it, and so I had to go apologize. Otherwise I was going to get written up and fucking for disrespect and everything to an officer. And I tore into her.
Was this the Fife?
Yeah, it was on the Fife.
Was this the
Well,
one?
you never apologize for that shit. You just take your licks, move on.
Well, she was talking about fucking pushing it harder if I didn't.
Oh, fuck, come on now. You just say, bitch, get off my nuts.
And Chief Tebow, he stood up for me because I heard him talk to her afterwards, and he tore into her, and because he told me, he's like, Brett, he goes, Petty Officer Hodges, he's like, look, you can have those thoughts, you just can't say them out loud, and then you can talk to me about it, and then I can say them out loud. And he's like, you just got to protect yourself. He goes, she was an idiot when she did it. She didn't pay attention to what she was doing. She didn't listen to anything that we said. She could have come to me or him, and we would have told her how to write it up because we were the only ones that really did it. And she thought that she ran the shit, and so she did it. And it screwed everything up, and he tore into her, and she couldn't say much to him, but yeah.
Well, you never apologize. I don't give a fuck if you're an E5, E6. You don't fucking apologize to him.
Yeah, well, I did.
I never did. When I got into
describe what she looked like, because if it's 2 people, I have a story about each one of them actually.
Well, there was
a little Tate.
All right, I'm back.
Tate, do you remember? Do you remember she was either the assistant MPA or the MPA. She ended up becoming. She had dark hair, kind of short. She had glasses. She had a degree in music.
Wasn't that like Ensign Welch?
Yeah.
But she was tall. She was taller, dude. I got a funny story about her too.
Yeah, she's the one.
What year was this? What year?
She's the
What year?
2002. One.
It was one when I tore into it. Tate, do you remember? She wrote up the orders for the seawater compensation and the fuel barge in Everett, and she had them mixed up, and we had to hand move. I had to go up and hand move those barges and pull them and swap places because it was not going to work for refueling in port in Everett. And I
don't remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, I tore into her and called her a fucking boot ensign and all kinds of shit. And then she was going to push the issue to try to get me in trouble and possibly send me to mass. And Chief Tebow.
Right. It wasn't Ensign Ball that was our MP division officer 2000, was it?
No.
Was it Bull? Okay. Wait.
So Bull was the shorter one. Welch was the one that was taller and had glasses, had real short hair.
Dark hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there for Welch, so I wasn't there for Welch.
Bull was the shorter one, and she was the one that worked out all the time and played. Didn't she play rugby?
Yeah, I think she did. I know she was active.
She was hot as fuck.
I know Welch worked out too, but she wasn't like bodybuilding. She was like more aerobic style shit,
Yeah. So Welch is the one that I tore into. Bull she was cool as fuck. I didn't have any problems with her.
She had a cute little ass on her.
She was cute. Yeah, she was real cute.
I got a story about that.
She played rugby too.
I do remember a GSEC that, was after that. So
yeah, definitely.
Oh, Cook.
Yeah. Well, no, with Ensign Welch, man, you remember NoCon, right?
Yep.
GSC 2. So they were down there working out when Welch was. Apparently, she had her gym shorts up as she was like laying down on the bench, and her shit was hanging out. And they were like, dude, it looked like roast beef down there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, so everybody's like copping looks at her, and like she couldn't figure out for the longest time why everybody was laughing at her every time we seen her for quarters was because of that whole thing. Because you remember how much a Joker NoCon was, and just turned it into the funniest shit, man. It was fucking hilarious. But just to get caught down in the gym like that with your shit hanging out, like, God, fucking great. Good old times, man. Good old times.
Yeah, that was the one time that I fucking let loose on her, and because she fucked everything up, and that was, we were supposed to get refueled and have it done that day, and I couldn't go home because of it, and it took me hours to pull those barges around each other, and it was fucking, because we couldn't get a tug back, it was already done and over with, and they followed the order. So
yeah.
Oh, dude, I was so fucking angry. And Chief was like, it's bullshit. I get it. And he's like, you're going to end up having to stay the night on board, And I'm like, fucking bullshit, Like, I was ready to go home because we had been out. We'd been out to sea, and we had just pulled in, and they're like, we got to refuel before you can go. And I'm like, oh, fuck, You know how it was with the oil lab. We were always the fucking last ones off the ship.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't doing hardly shit fucking underway.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Motherfucker.
I knew that was going to get you. I knew that shit was going to get you.
Shit.
Now, we do all the heavy lifting. The real GSMs do all the heavy lifting. You all laugh, people. Yours come in after you pull back into port.
Motherfucker, we weren't a fucking DDG now. Come on.
I was about to say, man, on a DDG, man, your fucking life is like golden on that fucking thing.
Dude, I was one of the first engineers always off the ship in the oil lab, man. Always was. I was like,
fucking cocksucker.
Now this is what it feels like to be a topsider, finally.
Man, I never, ever, I don't know if you remember me. Well, it wasn't me, but the amount of fuel that we dumped in Singapore Bay and almost got us fucking a big fine.
Well, yeah.
They had to pull all those skimmers out and run those skimmers across the top of the bay and have the fucking containment. Oh, dude, it was bad.
Man, I miss Singapore because I was down and out from Thailand getting sick.
Yeah,
fucking, I got the bug, dude, because my ass was so dehydrated. Fucking, I went and got one of the ice slushies. Yeah, don't fuck with the ice, man. They weren't lying about that shit.
Oh yeah,
I had the double dragon, man.
Just like in Mexico, don't drink the water, don't eat the ice.
Nope. If you get a mixed drink, get it without ice.
Yep. That's why I just got rum and Coke and beer.
That's why I always drink beer and tequila.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right. Or unless you're in Panama when it's fucking formaldehyde and shit in it.
It was all formaldehyde overseas. Always was.
Then you drink the Panamanian rum. Then that's the good shit.
But a lot of people don't realize that. Everyone watching that never been overseas, right? That formaldehyde beer will fuck you up quicker
and give you a fucking headache from hell too.
Oh yeah. Fuck, man! That's some of the worst hangovers I ever had right there.
And same with their cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The filters are fucking gross.
Well, they have to because to keep them shipping, keep them fresh, right? They got to.
Yep.
It's like getting UHT milk in Australia with the shit sitting in the fucking sun, just getting baked, or when we was in fucking Bahrain, just sitting there looking at the milk on the pier and it's like cooking.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck?
Yeah, and then it's in the galley the next day on the mess decks.
And that's one of the reasons I never drank the fucking milk on the ships.
Nope. Shit tasted so bad, dude.
I
the
think
shit went sour, then they fucking put in the fridge.
Yeah. I don't drink milk because of that now. I mean, I didn't really like milk, but that was when I seen that shit, I was like, I ain't drinking any kind of milk ever again.
It's just like bug juice, right?
I drink raw milk. So like I get it from a farm. It's not pasteurized or anything. And it's literally straight from the cow into the container.
Well, just like bug juice, right? If I see bug juice, my stomach turns to this day. Ever since when I got sold, how to clean the brass nozzle, what it would do to the fucking nope.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Anything that was
fucking
brass,
bug juice
dude.
shit would make that fucking brass shiny as hell. And we're putting that shit in our fucking stomachs. Fuck.
It's no worse than drinking bromine for the water.
True.
A fucking known carcinogen. I mean, that shit is dangerous.
I mean, it's amazing that we don't have fucking. It's amazing we still got stomachs left.
I know, right?
And that's the thing is, we had those 5-stage EVAPs. We didn't have the RO system. They fucking were talking about putting the RO system on, and they said, "Oh no, we don't have the space for it, and we don't have the time, and we got it, but we're not going to install it." That's what they ended up doing, and we had bromine every fucking day.
Y'all remember Miss Lampa?
Yep.
I remember on a deployment, man. Fucking, remember how she had that platinum blonde hair near white?
Yeah.
Well, her hair about 2-3 months into the deployment started turning fucking green from all the bromine in the water.
Bromine, yeah. Yep. You could tell when the fucking, especially the fake blondes, because
was she combat?
Huh?
Was she combat?
No, she wasn't combat,
no.
But Lieutenant, they called him Groovy. What the hell was his name? He was banging her. It was pretty funny. What was the name of that lieutenant, the combat systems officer? He always put like Christmas lights around his stateroom door at the holidays and walked around in a bathrobe. His nickname was Groovy. He was just cool as shit 24/7.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, I don't remember now.
Me neither, but
damn it. Yeah, I don't remember. I forgot so many people.
Right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking. I remember though. Yeah, because when I was mess cranking, fucking, I had to go up there and it was
so did I.
It was Christmas time. And and it wasn't just Christmas. He'd always put shit around his door and on his door for different holidays and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had the lights. Yeah, I remember. Yep.
One time I was up there cranking. I did an officer's country like you did. And I'm walking down the hallway for one reason or another. And I hear this fucking music. And I walk down there and there's this fucking stateroom. Christmas lights around the door wide open. And he's playing some fucking Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, 50s, 60s style Christmas music. And he's got like this crushed velour fucking red bathrobe. And he's just kind of hanging out, drinking a cup of coffee like a pimp.
Even though we had females on the team, it was still pretty fucking laid back, like other than it, we were more loose with our rules compared to other ships, because of, like they took it to the extreme because there was females on board, where we were a lot more crazier and looser with our rules of what we could do.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
What?
Now they tightened up on us when we got It's a Boil in Japan.
No, I'm not saying what it used to be. I'm saying compared to other ships.
Yeah.
At the same time,
when we got the girls,
a lot looser.
They at first, before you got there, they really hit us hard on shit. So we
sure
still was in habit going to the fucking geed up machine in our fucking boxers.
Yeah.
No shirt on.
Did, yeah. But I'm just saying, compared to other ships, we were not as politically correct as other ships.
Not that part, but everything else, they cranked down a little bit on us.
Because even our crossing the line ceremony and stuff was looser than others. Well,
I know, because I hate to be a part of that shit. Because I had to be one of the guys that fucking made it happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't do half the fucking shit that we did in fucking 97. I was pissed about that.
Right, but if you were to compare what we could do compared to the other ships, that's what I'm saying is we were a lot looser. Yeah, they cranked down on it, but it was still looser, and it was nice because we could still do stuff and have fun and stuff. But yeah, it was definitely different for sure. Yep. But we also had less females than other ships too, which was nice.
Well, we had the same amount as every other fucking DD did. The only ships that had more than us was the carriers.
No, cruisers and I mean any cruiser and up pretty much had more than us. I mean, there was even DDs that had more than us. We were like bare minimum for females, and we were always running less than most DDs as far as total crew even. Because when I do the fuel and water report, we had, I think, the most that I saw.
We had 350 people. 350.
Well, here's the thing. When I was doing the fuel and water report, 90% of the time, we were down in the 320s, 310s. That was about average for us. So we were always under what they say we should have. And you had other DDs and stuff on the West Coast that were actually over the 350. They were running out of fucking space really fast. Because I was comparing, when I was doing fuel and water reports and stuff, I was comparing us to other ships just to see, because we had to figure out, like when fucking that Alaskan airline crash, we had to figure out fuel and water and all that stuff, because we had to know how long we could stay on station without having to do something different, And there was a DDG, an FFG, and then us that went to that. I don't remember the two ships, but we were the farthest away and we were the first ones on scene because we were flank 3 the whole time and we go faster than the DDG.
Yep. That's because of our design. Same fucking engines, same engines, right? But it's because of our design.
We have a
long and narrow.
Well, not only that, but they changed the direction of the screws. That's why the DDs have a better rooster tail than the DDGs, because they switch those screws to go the opposite direction.
And flank 3 of fucking DDG is slower than a DD.
That's been proven. Remember, we raced the Hopper. We raced the Hopper fucking one day. Yeah, we're an old Cadillac, dude, a little bit slow, but once we get going, it's like, right on past.
Well, fucking, we beat the Lincoln in the fucking race too.
Yeah, but they come back in the end, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if the Lincoln actually was full open, because they get some speed, because they need that crosswind.
Yeah, they get fucking moving, man.
They get moving, but we can stop faster than anybody else too. They can't.
It's true.
They just keep on going.
It was us, the Hopper, and what was the frigate that was with us? Do you remember?
Is that the one are you talking about for the Alaskan airline crash, or are you talking about something else?
No, when one of the crew, we were going on Westpac because we were going towards.
Wasn't the Chandler with us?
I can't remember what frigate was with us, because the frigate got out the fastest because it's the lightest, and then it was like in the dust, never caught back up again. I just can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember.
I was gonna say maybe the Foster.
We've done a lot with the Foster. I don't remember if they were there though.
No, we were rolling with the Dr. Ray on that 2000 Westpac.
Yeah, the David R. Ray. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The Ray. Okay, that's what it was then. That shit was fun, dude. Like, that's what we used to do. We're racing each other out in the middle of nowhere.
Do you remember when we left home port, and we were passing fucking Seattle, and we were doing like fucking flank 3, and we had fucking AC/DC blaring over the fucking speakers outside, and I mean, just fucking decimating the fucking sound with the wake.
You imagine?
Was like, fuck it, flank 3, let's go.
Yep.
That was so awesome.
If we would have had LRAD, dude, oh man, that would have been great.
Right. Yeah, that was some cool shit, man. I just remember knowing that the music blaring outside was just ricocheting and echoing off the city and the hills, and you had us just tearing through the fucking sound, dude. Straits of Juan de Fuca and everything. It was fucking awesome. I love that shit. I even took a minute to go up just to see it, as we passed Seattle. I even took a minute to go up just to see it, as we passed
That,
Seattle.
and that was back, when we were talking about tugs earlier, that was the biggest mistake the Navy made, was shifting from ENs to civilians.
Yep.
Because when I remember when we first got to the fight, we could pull in at any motherfucking time we wanted. Remember that shit? We'd be pulling in at fucking night, like 10 o'clock at fucking night, pulling in, pull out whenever the fuck we wanted to. That shit was crazy. That
was nice because the skipper, he would be like, "Yep, we're gonna get underway," and we're like, "Okay, let's go, let's make it happen, let's fucking go." Hell yeah!
All right, here I'm trying to find something.
Cowboy shit like you used to be able to.
Yeah, nope. I can tell you back then it was definitely cowboy shit. I like that.
Worked.
Fucking cowboys from hell, man. That's what that was.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Used to fuck it up, dude. Just get it done. I don't care how. Don't kill yourself in the process. If you do, it's your goddamn fault. And hurry up. We're all waiting.
Yeah. Don't affect our liberty.
When you were treated like a fucking adult because you're going to die for your country.
Yeah.
Now everybody's fucking so scared of all that shit. I can't stand that shit.
Nah.
It drove me crazy the 20 fucking 4 years I was in.
I think it's changing back a little bit. I mean, with Pete Hegseth and Trump and the leadership that they have now, but I don't think it'll ever get back to what it used to be. But
probably not.
There will be some resemblance of it, I think, with the standards being changed, stuff like that. That's going to make a difference, I believe. I just think that, I mean, if you compare, even like pick a World War II vet, that was in the Navy, compare, he's going to look at us and go, "You guys are fucking soft, you guys are pussies, or even then you got the Vietnam vets and the Korean vets and all that. And they're all going to be like, "You guys are fucking soft." And then here we are, we're like, "Oh, you guys are fucking soft." It's so I don't know. It's all perspective and what you go through. And, it's like me, I'm a combat veteran. So when I look at other non-combat veterans, it's a little different. They're still a veteran. They're still a brother in arms, but we don't share the bond. If I just run into, "Oh, I was Army," and, "Oh, where'd you deploy?" "Well, I didn't," or "I went to Kuwait," or whatever. And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Good job." But if they went to Afghanistan or Iraq, it's like, "Okay, cool. I got something in common," and we're going to bond a lot closer. It's like you guys, we all serve together. So we're bonded, we have that bond. So it's the military today. I think they can go anywhere and fuck anything up. I think the route that they take is going to be a lot longer than what we would take. We want to go in and just fucking end it and just kill everything and be done with it. Whereas what they have to navigate in the world today and the world stage, it just sucks, man. That's why it was a huge eye opener going over as a contractor, because I didn't have to fucking answer to half the people. And it was fucking great. Like, if I wanted to go down the road to a village and get some fucking fresh fruit, I just pull up to the ECP and say, "Open the fucking gate." I don't have a movement order or anything. I can just go and do it and come back, Whereas anybody in the military, they can't leave that fucking base without a movement order, And it was nice. I could do what I wanted. But at the same time, if I get into shit while I'm out there, I'm stuck.
All right, fellas. Get 4th of July's coming up. You got to have a pair of these right here.
Hell yeah.
I got mine ordered. They're on the way.
Oh, God.
Do they make them any shorter?
I don't know, but.
Do they make them with a bigger belly? Like, I need to adjust the straps out a little bit.
It depends on what size you
making
get.
it look good.
Well, it depends on what size you order. They got every size out there.
Don't worry about it, little Tate. It says stretchy and adjustable shoulder straps. You're good.
Oh yeah, then I should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I got mine ordered. Of course, they come from fucking China.
Let's hope that fucking changes, man.
I want some that are a little bit shorter. I gotta have them like above mid thigh.
The fucking Navy divers, fucking SEALs, fucking shorts. The brown.
Well, you can always cut them shorter if you have to.
Then I'm gonna look like Ginger Billy.
So what? So what? That motherfucker's hilarious, though, man. He's fucking hilarious.
I got the red beard and all. I mean, hey.
You
ain't grilling unless you're rocking a moose knuckle.
You're just not as cut as he is.
Well, way to give me a complex, Skilly. Jesus.
Hey, look, I'm not even cut like that anymore. Come on now.
No, I'll tell you what though. 4th of July, I'll be in something like that, and I'll have my pit going, my open pit barbecue. I'll definitely look like a fucking hillbilly on this fucking show.
I'll have this hat on with no shirt on.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. As soon as I get them, it's going to be on the podcast with no shirt.
Until you start chafing your nipples and you got to put fucking Band-Aids over them.
Hey, these motherfuckers don't chafe, motherfucker. I've had these pierced 3 times each.
Hey, that's
going to make it worse.
That's a real thing, dude. When I was running over in Afghanistan and stuff, I would run for like 9 miles, and fucking dude, I'd show up and my shirt would be like, it'd have 2 red fucking spots where my nipples were. I'd be bleeding.
Oh, you pussy. Come on now.
I'll tell you what, man, my nipples, I have no feeling in them now.
once you get them pierced, man, dude, they can't be like hard. Mine's always hard anyway, so.
No, what I'm saying is the shirt rubbing on it. That's different.
Oh, hell, come on now.
Friction is a real thing.
See, my nipples don't bother me. That's what I was working, right? When it's hot out.
Gilly, have you ever ran 9 miles at one time?
Fuck yeah, I have. Dude, I was doing that shit when you was still in high school. Before, you went to Navy. Shit. That's how we ran for fucking baseball, fucking football, and wrestling, too. We ran with the cross-country motherfuckers for conditioning.
I think a lot of people did because we did too. Like when we conditioned for football, we ran with the cross-country motherfuckers.
Yep. We did the same thing for baseball too, though, man.
Yeah.
My limit was 4.
Huh?
So my limit was 4. 4 was all that I ever did for soccer training in high school. That was it.
And now, if you see me run, you better be fucking running too if you see me fucking run now.
Motherfucker, you can't even get off your porch with your hand without fucking dropping the damn thing.
I know, man. My fucking goddamn fucking
ankle. How the fuck are you gonna run?
Like Jesus Christ! I mean, my ankles usually don't fucking do that.
Yeah, no, I know that's so shitty.
And I wasn't even fucking drunk yet. That's the thing. I wasn't even fucking drunk.
That's your fucking problem.
Probably was.
Your goddamn balance is off because you ain't had no fucking booze in you or no beer.
And see with my vertigo.
He had the DTs. He was shaking and the ham rolled.
No, I didn't have the DTs. I only get the DTs as if I drank a 30-pack or more the next day. That's when I get the DTs, and those fucking hurt. I'll tell you, those fucking hurt.
The old shakes, man, and sweats.
Right?
I mean, so I try not to drink like that, but every now and then, when I left my old devices, it comes up, especially if I got music going or something like that, watching a good series I want to keep binging, right? Fuck.
That's what gets me, man. I'll get to playing games and listening to music. Next thing you know, you're looking down and you're like, dude, I got like fucking 16 beers fucking gone through.
Yeah.
And then you go to stand up, you look like old boy from Dazed and Confused when he gets out of his chair. And he's like, nope, and sits right back down.
I've done that a few times.
And stood up out of the chair and fell over. I know I have.
Oh, hell yeah.
A few weeks ago, I went to a concert, and it's a Reverend Horton Heat. I don't know if you know who they are, but they're like a psycho rockabilly punk band, and I love them to death. I've been waiting like 20 fucking years to see them. And I always told the wife, if I ever get to see the Reverend live, you may have to carry me out. It was probably, 3-4 weeks ago, some such shit. And I went there. It's a small, teeny little venue, so you're like that close to the band. It's fucking great. But I maintained through the whole show. But when the show got out, I lost that war with gravity.
All the adrenaline was gone.
I woke up the next morning. Both of my elbows were all scraped up from the concrete. My fucking bracelet was missing. I don't know where the fuck it went. My watch was still there, thank God. And yeah, she had to have a couple of strangers. I'm 215 pounds, you know. She had to have a couple of strangers come peel me off the pavement and pour me into the fucking Uber. Whoops.
It happens the best. I mean, I know every time I went to a concert, like my wife knows she's coming to pick me up because ain't driving nowhere.
And the thing is, I'm usually pretty well behaved at concerts. You know, I like to.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like Lunatic Luau has 2 stages out here, so it's like an 8-hour fucking event, man. It's like almost a day, a whole day of just
You're getting
sitting out
drunk.
there. Yeah, it's like Ozfest '99 used to be. Remember how Ozfest was?
Oh, yeah. So they still got Ozfest here in Kansas City too.
Yeah, it's still going around, but that was that was my last concert before I joined the Navy was Ozfest, and we blazed the entire 12 hours. It got to the point that we were rolling one and smoking it. It's like we're just wasting weed, dude.
Yeah,
just put it out.
Can't get any higher.
just put it out, man. Just there's no reason to waste anymore.
And then you joined the Navy where you couldn't do it no more.
I was on that delayed entry program, so I had like a good month and a half. So it fell right into that time frame. And that's where, everybody's like, all right, we're going to send you off, man. And that was a good year too, because that's when Black Sabbath played for, that ending one. Yeah. That was some good bands, man. That was Slipknot. They just debuted their album, their self-titled just came out that day. Head P, Fear Factory, Slayer, fucking Rob Zombie. Like,
dude, you got to see Fear Factory?
Oh, yeah. Fear Factory was on the second stage.
Dude, they're like one of my top 3 favorite fucking bands. I love
they are so fucking awesome. Industrial metal. I was like, who the fuck? What is industrial metal? Like all these fucking subgenres of metal. I'm like, well, fuck you guys.
Hodges is still early in the season. Still early in the season, Hodges.
Screenshot. Maybe he can share it real quick on here. So Gilly and I have a bet going.
Yeah.
I'm a Cubs fan and he's a Cardinals fan.
Fuck.
And
whoever is head of, if the Cardinals are head, right? Then if Cardinals are head at the end of the season over the Cubs, he's got to wear a Cardinals hat or a Cardinals shirt on the podcast. Now, if the Cubs are higher than the Cardinals, then I got to wear Cubs shit on here.
Well,
fair enough.
And here's the thing. Yesterday, the Cardinals were underneath the Cubs. Yeah. They were underneath the Cubs, and now they're underneath the Brewers as well.
Yeah, that's because we lost today. No, we lost today in 10 innings, 5-4.
Yep. So I just wanted everybody to know that the Cubs are ahead, and Gilly is going to end up. He's going to be miserable one day wearing Cubs stuff.
You say that now, but it's a long fucking season.
It's a long season, but I can tell you right now, looking at how they're playing is pretty fucking good.
Hey, the Cubs are known to fuck up too, so hey.
That's only if we have a shot at the World Series.
No, you're known to fuck up without the shot of the World Series. Come on now.
It could be the year again. You never know.
Shit.
Man, I'll tell you what. My favorite team was Cincinnati Reds when we went in my 8th grade fucking middle school. Remember, Gilly, how we was talking the other night about girls and dating and shit? Yeah. One of the girls was playing with me under a blanket, and we kind of got caught by teachers. we had to take our blanket off.
Getting a little hand job and a little finger going on.
A little going on in a Reds game that was sanctioned by the school.
Nice.
All right. Since Val Kilmer died recently.
Oh yeah.
What's your all's favorite movies that he was in?
Tombstone is my favorite with him playing Doc Holliday, man.
That was a good one. And obviously you can't I'll just throw it out there, fucking Top Gun. You got to have that in there. That's one of the best.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I'm torn on the best movies he was in, right? Tombstone and The Doors, right?
The Yeah.
Yeah.
He played that part perfect because he was a method actor. That's what he was. He's a method actor.
There's a little known one. Do you remember The Saint where he played like a cat burglar?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one was really good too. I mean, the story sucked, but he did really good in it, playing, John Rothy, I think was his character's name.
Thunderheart. A lot of people don't remember that. Thunderheart.
Yeah.
When I think about Summer, I always think of Real Genius.
Yep. And also Willow too. A lot of people forget about he was in Willow.
I don't know.
Yes, Willow, he was in Willow. Yes.
He was in Willow.
I forgot that myself.
Horrible fucking movie.
Real genius, man. That fucking soundtrack, dude. Oh my God. And look, now we got lasers.
See, here's how the fans rate him, right? All right.
You gonna share it up?
Let me guess, Batman is in there.
Fuck.
Tombstone, number one.
Damn.
And Top Gun, number 2.
Okay, fair.
Heat 3. Heat. I like Heat.
Yeah. He was good.
The Doors, number 4.
Yeah.
Real Genius, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Willow, 6.
Fucking Willow, dude.
The Saint, 7.
Yeah.
The Ghost of the Darkness, which I did like the Ghost of the Darkness. I thought
Ghost of the Darkness was good.
That's okay.
Thunderheart.
Oh, I've actually seen those lions, by the way. They're in Chicago.
Top Secret. Maverick.
Of course.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a very good role in that. He was real short on that one. So
they're saying goodbye to him. They were.
I think he was on his second tracheotomy after that.
Yeah. Deja Vu.
Deja Vu was really good. Like that storyline with Denzel and shit was good.
Kiss, Bang, Bang.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Red Planet, I didn't like that too well, but
the ending, like it got all fucking weird, man.
But it rates all his movies. He's been in like 70-some fucking movies too.
Yeah, he's been acting forever. People don't realize that he's been
The Island of Dr. Moreau.
So many movies.
Oh yeah. Marlon Brando, when he's going batshit crazy.
And those two fucking hated each other. Kilmer and fucking Brando couldn't stand each other.
Fuck yeah. Well, Brando didn't get along with anybody, it seemed like.
No, he didn't. No.
He was one of those fucking weird. He was like a Stanley Kubrick with fucking an attitude.
I was gonna say, at least he gets along with some people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people don't like him, but
yeah, he was a good actor, man. Val Kilmer been around for so long. But it's starting to get sad to see all the people that we grew up with, like, actors, and George Foreman passed away not too long ago, boxers and everybody. It's like, fuck, man. It's getting there. Like, you're starting to realize, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're like the next one's up.
Yeah, when people are dying that are younger than you and they're dying of natural causes, it kind of like puts it in perspective for you, because like doing the medical examiner job and the paramedic job, you see people younger than you with natural diseases and stuff and you're like, damn, this could happen anytime,
And my cousin fucked me up a little while back. So did my brother. We were just sitting there talking, just family dinner and shit. And, my mom has passed away. Her father's passed away, my uncle. And it's like everybody on our side of the family is gone on the Haley side. So it's like Diane was like, hey, you're the next one in line since you're the oldest. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, you're the next one in line. I was like, son of a bitch. You're right. My brother's like, ha, ha, ha. Sitting there laughing. That's the way the line is. I'm the oldest out of the line in that family. So it's like, quit fucking with me. Stop
that
fucking
sucks. That sucks.
She's a real good close cousin. So, and it really did. It fucked me up for a little while.
Yeah, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I need to. I'm not too far off away from. So my mom's dad and his like 7 brothers all died of prostate cancer.
Woo.
And I'm like, all 8 of them died of prostate cancer. And I'm like, and then my mom's side has cancer, and her mom and dad both died of cancer. My mom's had cancer. My aunt died of cancer. I've got my uncle, my mom's brother, has prostate cancer now, and I'm like, fuck. So like, I went to the VA and I'm like, hey, I need to be tested for colon cancer. I need to be tested for prostate cancer. I just need to, and they're like, well, you're too young, and I'm like, no, you have to test me for this shit because this is what my history, my family history is. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and test you for this stuff. And then I got the clean bill of health and everything, and yeah, it was there for a while because I was like, damn, like I'm getting up there where, I mean, my uncle is 71, and he just got diagnosed with prostate cancer, but my grandpa and all of his brothers, some of them were in their 40s and 50s. And I was like, holy shit, like, and I don't know my family history as good as I should, and that I encourage everybody to learn their family history before people start dying off that know the family history, because like having 8 people die of prostate cancer that are all brothers, and then my uncle, who is their son, one of their sons, it's like, holy shit, gives you a whole different outlook on life when you're getting to the point where you're like, I'm 44, turning 45 this year, and the doctors don't want to listen. I said, I've been telling them for years I need to be tested, and they're like, no, you're too young. And I'm like, you kidding me? Like, all these people died.
Yeah.
I want to catch the shit early if I got it, Finally, I changed my doctor at the VA, and I went and he was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and test you early. So we did the Cologuard, which is, it's pretty accurate looking at the history of those things, and they're getting better and better. But yeah, they gave me a clean bill of health, which was fucking awesome.
I still got to do mine. They sent me that at home test. I still got to do mine.
Dude, it's important, man.
But I never know how my poop's going to be, right? If it's going to be runny or solid that day.
It depends on what you ate and what you drink.
Exactly.
It should have a fucking stick in it that you stick into it.
Yeah, it does. But that little paper thing they give you, right? If it's runny, that motherfucker might go fucking down the toilet.
You'll be all right. No, it just sits on the toilet.
I do have 3 of those tests here because they sent me 3 different ones. I ain't never done them yet.
Do all 3 and send them in. See if you get results for all 3 of them.
Oh, fuck no. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, man, that's a good way to test to make sure they're getting tested right.
Dude, those motherfuckers, mine will come back, probably be my luck, come back different fucking results, probably.
It'll tell you that you're really a woman.
I was going to say, one will come back and say he's gay. They'll be like, sir, your sperm count's really high.
You're male, but you're a boy, but you're a girl now.
He's gonna get a paper in the mail saying, sir, your sperm count's really high. Oh shit. No, I would suggest doing it though. Get it done and over.
I know I'm going to. I just haven't I keep forgetting about it in the mornings, right, when I get up, or in the afternoons when I get up. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yep. I had that issue too. I always forgot about it. So instead of having it on a shelf somewhere, I literally put it like on the fucking lid of the toilet.
Well, I got it set. I got all the lid of the toilet. I got all 3 of them on the lid of the toilet in my bathroom. So,
Yeah.
But sometimes when I wake up, I gotta go right away. Right? I ain't fucking with that paper. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking with that paper.
Yeah.
If you gotta go, because I'm not going to shit my drawers. Fuck that. No.
Goddamn hitting upper decker, aren't you?
Dude, that's bad enough.
Decker motherfuckers.
It's bad enough you think you got a fart, right? And the motherfucker comes out wet.
Yeah.
What you got to do is you got to eat yourself
Fucking-
a half a pound of steamed broccoli and a half a pound of cheese at the same time. And announce itself well in advance that way.
And see, the thing is, I hate fucking broccoli. I fucking hate it.
Well, substitute it for oatmeal then.
I hate oatmeal too.
Grits then, redneck fuck. Pick something with fiber and eat a half a pound of Jesus Christ.
Peanut butter.
There you go.
But yeah, it sucks. It sucks, because like you get reminded of your own mortality, and you see these actors and you see these sports people and you see family members and everything. And it's like, holy shit. Like if I could die at any time, basically. It could just happen.
Yeah.
You know, my dad, my biological dad has cardiac problems. He's had three massive heart attacks and died and been brought back. He's gotten lucky.
Fucking Lazarus, man.
It's crazy. And I have a cardiac problem, but I keep it in check very well. But that was one of the reasons why I decided I wanted to change the way I eat too, you know, and what I'm putting in my body, because looking at it, it's just like, I don't want to be one of those statistics already. I want to enjoy my life, especially now that it's starting over.
Well, when it's your time, it's your time. Plain simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of peanut butter, Mick, right? I used to put peanut butter in my pasta all the time.
What?
Jesus fucking Christ.
What is wrong with you, Gilly?
No, when I was fucking trying to gain weight for football, I couldn't get above 170 pounds, right? I couldn't gain weight at all. You know, so I put it in there, right? Try to fucking beef up. I eat a lot of pasta. Dude, it's good. Not the choking, but the creamy. Fuck yeah, man.
Hey, I got one with peanut butter. We used to make peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches when I was growing up.
God, no.
Toasted bread.
And then I put some ketchup in there too, on top of it too. Fuck yeah.
Do you guys know what Western dressing is? Like Western salad dressing?
No.
Yeah, it's like French style.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's just red. I like it. I mean, I eat it all the time.
I was at a friend's house yesterday, and they were having people over, and they were like, "We're gonna have dinner. You know, you're welcome to stay and everything." And I said, "Okay." And they were making tacos, and
they're putting
there was a guy there.
Yes,
there was a guy there. He has traumatic brain injury from a motorcycle accident, but I've had him too, and he was telling me that because he had a traumatic brain injury, his taste buds were all fucked up. And he experiments with different things, and he started putting that Western dressing on his tacos.
Yes.
And I said, well, let me try it just to see what the hype is about.
It's fucking good.
And I will fucking tell you, that shit is fucking delicious.
Dude, I've been doing that fucking shit since I was a little kid. Doing that shit.
I had no fucking clue, dude.
But also,
too, are you fucking kidding me?
But also, too, creamy French, the wishbone creamy French, right? Dude, you can make it like a fucking taco fucking Big Mac with that. If you don't like Thousand Islands, right? That creamy French kind of looks like Thousand Island dressing in a way.
Kind of, yeah.
Dude, it fucking works perfectly, man. Yes, you're right. Western shit works good, too.
That is crazy. I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. I didn't even put
Is it
sauce
like tomato
on
based?
No,
yeah, it's like a heavier, more tangy French dressing is what the Western is. It's real dark
sweeter.
red. Here, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, see if you can bring it up. The original Western dressing. It is fucking. I didn't put any salsa on my taco. I put sour cream, cheese, all the toppings, and then I poured that on it, and it was fucking to die for. It was ground beef. I mean, we didn't do steak. I used ground beef, but it was fucking good.
That's what it is right there.
Yes, that's it right there. The original Western.
Yeah.
Chicken.
That is the shit. Yep.
I mean,
you put that on fucking tacos, dude. It's a
the Midwest
changer.
It's big on salad bars here in the Midwest.
Back in a sec, boys. I'm gonna check on the jerky.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm glad you talked about that. I was like, dude, I've been doing that shit since I was a kid, man.
Dude, I've never. You know me in the Midwest. I try shit.
Yeah,
I've never thought about that.
But everybody's different on this shit, man. You know, it's like
so good, dude. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It's just like everybody laughs at me when I tell them peanut butter pasta's good, right? They laugh at me until they fucking try it. Once they try it, they like it.
See, I like peanut butter on chicken.
Yeah.
Like fried chicken, and you put peanut butter in with it.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
That's really good.
Dude, when I was eating Doritos all the time, peanut butter and Doritos too.
Good girl.
Works good too.
Pringles and peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yes. Too. Yes.
The original Pringles and peanut butter is like to die for.
Oh yeah. But you gotta like peanut butter. If you don't like peanut butter, you ain't gonna like it. Plain simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I watch guys grocery caves all the time, right?
Yep.
Dude, I've been doing that kind of mashup since I was fucking been cooking.
Yeah, me too.
Like my brother, he's like, "What the fuck are you making now?" But when we was all living at home, I said, "I'm just making something for me." You know, and he's like, "Motherfucker, you got the weirdest fucking take on food." You know.
Yeah, it was so crazy though. I had never thought about that, and I was like, "Holy shit!" It just opened up my eyes to a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to introduce it to my mom this week because Landon and I are going to go over to her house and have tacos. Well, I was going to make a taco salad, so I'm going to do a taco salad with the dressing.
Yep.
And that would be fucking to die for.
Dude, get you some of that sweet. You can make a taco salad out of this, right? That Blues Hog honey mustard sauce, right? Dude, you can make your own May rights with the Blues Hog sauce, right?
Yeah.
And that goes perfectly with fucking creamy French too in a salad, or the Western too, man.
Huh.
The two combinations fucking combine perfectly, man. They really do.
Well, see, I'm gonna be making made rights this week.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll try that.
But I'm saying if you just since the sauce is already made right, dude. I mean that's close. That's as close as you could get without making the sauce, right? With all the ingredients right there. I think, anyways.
Well, when I do made rights, I do it like Made Right does with the
root
Pepsi
beer and all that
fucking root beer. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you put that in your ground beef and you simmer it in that for a good time because it absorbs that and that sugar.
You got to get all that liquid out of there for made right.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to make go through all that mess, right? Fuck it. That sauce already pre-made. It's perfect. Add some onions to it, right? Good.
Hey guys, I got an idea, man.
What?
July 4th, it's quite a ways away, but it sounds like all of us got some kind of barbecue set up, right?
Well, yeah.
I think we got to do a fucking barbecue podcast.
We can do that.
Where's little Tate at? Where's little Tate at? We're going to run by an idea on this show real quick. Gets on here.
What are you talking about? Barbecue podcast? What, haven't we already talked about this one?
The GoPros.
I never heard of it.
GoPros, little Tate.
GoPros, baby.
Or the phones on a holder, right?
I was gonna say I don't have the money for a GoPro right now.
No, but we can do it on a phone.
But your phone works too. That's what I'm gonna use. Yes, Nick. Yeah, that's good. July 4th for an episode of that, we can do that.
Yeah.
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 And we can do we can test it out too beforehand too.
Yeah. I can set the tablet up and do the open pit barbecue.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I might end up doing some big stuff on that.
Hey, imagine that somebody brings up outside of us that we should do a barbecue podcast. Oh,
I'm just saying, man, it sounds like a hell of a good time, dude. Because I know I'm gonna.
Actually, let's start planning it. We'll start planning. We'll do one testing, right? See how it goes, and then the real test will be 4th of July.
I'm down.
What
do we do? Are we choosing a protein or are we just doing our own?
Everybody just do your own. I'm gonna do chicken or turkey, right? Probably chicken with me. So
I'm just trying to figure out what our cooking times would be because if I'm like doing a pork butt.
Well, I could do emu too, like emu hamburgers, right? Make my own, right? I can do that too.
I'm probably gonna do a couple different things because I've got so much room. When I start up my open pit, I gotta take advantage of it.
Which I might get both gateways going. Big red with the burgers, the chicken and the black one, right? So we can do 2 different proteins if you want, because something like my chicken, it takes me about 2 hours to do it. So
yeah, I'm just asking. I mean, I could care less when anybody's cooking as far as protein. We're doing a competition.
Burgers.
Why do burgers?
Or we can do steak. I don't care. I can do an awesome steak.
Well, burgers take about 15 minutes. Steak takes about 8.
Yeah.
Well, not the way I do steak. I slow cook mine.
What about a whole chicken? Whole young chicken.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing out ideas, man. I don't really care what we do.
Because when I smoke up a couple of baby back, ribs, it's about a 5.5 hour process.
I've got pork butt, I've got ribs, I've got turkey, I've got chicken, whole chicken, I've got chicken parts like thighs and stuff like that. I mean, ham, I can do anything. I got it all downstairs. I got steaks and roasts. So
how about this? Chicken thighs, skin all bone in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
I know being little Tates and the drums gonna be done for everyone else's.
Like I said, I'm probably gonna do a couple different things. I'll have a couple things going because I'm gonna use different spots on mine and take advantage of it so I can smoke it.
And I'll show you how I cut my competition style, right? How I prepare mine. Direct smoke, right, for 30 minutes, right? Put them in a pan of butter. Seal them up. And then dunk them in fucking Blue Hog barbecue sauce at the very end to finish them up. And then, motherfuckers, you get that bite through skin, just like judges want every time. But then I always shred mine up, right? Because I want to make tacos or pasta out of it or anything.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm down. We want to do chicken, whatever.
Chicken thighs, bone in, skin on.
We'll give it a test. I'll have to put Zoom on my phone.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone. Yep.
I mean, you got a laptop, so.
And we could go through the fucking whole process of fucking how we prepare our chicken too, how we rub them, everything too.
Brine them up, yeah.
I rub it in circular motions.
Yeah.
See, I brine mine in pickle juice.
If I'm doing sandwiches, I will.
Then I rub it down with mustard or duck fat spray for the binder, right? And then I'll put the Kinder seasoning on it, or fucking Chicken Bam season.
Dude, I'm going my Chicken Bam, baby.
It depends on how spicy I want. Because that Chicken Bam can get a little spicy on it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely hot.
I make my own rub, so I'll have to mix it, and I can do that live too. I can mix mine.
Dude, I can make my pepper rub, my maple pepper rub. Yes. That's good on chicken too.
I don't measure things though, so I'll just tell people how I'm doing it.
I don't think anybody does. Me and my brother were laughing about that. Baking, you have to be exact. Fucking cooking, you don't. You can just throw shit together.
Well, with my rubs, when I make rubs, I do measure it out.
I was gonna fucking make some Amish bread today, and I forgot. I don't get my fucking raw milk until tomorrow night, so I gotta wait because you use milk.
Is that like friendship bread? The friendship bread recipe?
It's sweet. Yeah, it's like a sweet white bread.
Mm-hmm. That's a sweet bread.
And it's real spongy and soft.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my son's favorite bread. So I got to make that because I don't buy bread. I don't buy bread from the store because it's all fortified and enriched, with the folic acid. So I make my own.
Oh, speaking of fucking food, check out this fucking pancake. Look at that big old mammoth right there.
55-gallon pancake. Jesus Christ.
That will fucking stop you to fuck up.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch any of these competitive eaters like Randy Santel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like something him and Katina would try to fucking take down.
Every now and then I'll get fucking all those reels right that have competitive eating. I'm like, these motherfuckers are nuts.
Yeah.
But that would be me if I could eat White Castle right now. That would be me. I'm like,
there's a Mexican restaurant. Let me see if I can find the picture. Hang on. There's a Mexican restaurant here that has, if you want, you can order it. It's a burrito, and it fills an 8x11 pan.
Now refresh my memory, Hodge. Where are you at?
Up in Davenport, Iowa.
You're in Iowa, okay.
Yeah, it's an actual like grocery store, but they have a restaurant too.
Mm.
And this fucking thing fills the whole 8x10 or 8x11 container. It's one of those aluminum foil like baking roasting pans.
Yeah, like the catering pans.
Yeah, it fills that. And it is fucking huge. I don't know if I have the picture anymore. I think I deleted it. Damn it.
Let's see if I can find a picture of the fucking pork tenderloin I used to get in Unionville at Cowboy Cafe when I had to go up there for work and all that shit. I think I still got it somewhere.
I spent time in Unionville. We went down there for vacation area, like that area.
Yep.
Where is... Oh, that's New Orleans. At Coute.
See if I can find it here. Your photos, albums.
Damn, I think I deleted it. That thing is fucking huge too.
Where the fuck's uploads
Really?
at?
No, what was it again? Describe it to me.
So it's a fucking burrito, a carne asada burrito, and I mean, imagine it. It fills an 8x11 pan, like the whole burrito. It's $15.
That's it.
That's it. It's literally it fills the whole thing though. I mean, it's fucking huge.
A couple days worth of food.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you spend $15 and you've got like 3 meals, you know. Let me see if I think I sent it to somebody. Let me see if it's in
Man,
my
that's like the original San Francisco, San Diego mission style burritos, dude.
Yeah, from like Valentino's.
Yeah.
The one where we used to go down in the gas lamp district over by the convention center.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%,
Definitely
dude.
like that. Yeah.
This one's even bigger though. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's huge.
We got one out here years ago, man, like 2005 or 6. They put a San Diego style burrito shop near us.
Yep.
And that shit was good, but they got shut down for health violations.
Of course they did.
That shit was good. It was legit. Because it had the fries in it, the guac. They were getting the tortillas, that come on, across from Mexico. Those guys use. And that got that stretchiness to them. Oh, it was so fucking good.
Oh, here's the pork tenderloin I used to get all the time. It's not the biggest one that they bake, right? That's in Missouri or Iowa. But dude, this motherfucker has some flavor to it. That's in Unionville, Missouri, up north by the Iowa border.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, it's not the biggest one. It's not.
Chicken fried pork.
It's not the smallest one either. But that motherfucker is awesome. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think
I just made tenderloin sandwiches last night.
So
I had to go through. This was back in 2015.
Billy, I'm gonna send it to the group. This is the small burrito.
Hey, send it to my messenger so I can share it.
Ah, shit! I just sent it to the group text.
All right. Well, I'll send that to the messenger then. So.
Yeah, that's the small burrito.
Oh yeah, they got that stretchy on there, that stretchy tortilla.
That's the small one.
That's nice size. That'll make a big turd.
Yeah. The big one is probably 3 to 4 times the size of that.
Share it to messenger.
Yeah, I don't think I have the large one. Damn it. I guess I'll have to order another one.
Oh, darn.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
So sad.
See, and they use more than one tortilla too on that motherfucker too.
Oh, they have to. And
they use about 3.
They use 3 on the small one. The large one, they use, I think, 6 or 7. Yeah, it's huge.
All right. We'll bring that up here. There you go, Mick.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the small one. The large one takes up that whole thing.
Fucking chunky boy.
Yeah. And when you say carne asada, it's legit like full of steak and different vegetables and cheese and everything.
Got talking about food. We got all the food kicked down.
I know.
It's all Mick's fault because he talked about the barbecue cook-off for 4th of July.
Hey, man. Yeah, speaking of all that stuff, man, I just made some fucking biscuits and gravy, all scratch made recently. And man, I tell you what, you're talking about how you just kind of eyeball stuff. Yeah, I got a pretty solid recipe down for the biscuits. They're all like light and fluffy and all that good stuff. But the gravy, I just sort of winged it, and it came out fucking perfect. No measurements, just sort of going by texture.
Yep.
That's the way that it goes down. That's why me and my brother were laughing about that. Like, baking and cooking are completely two separate, completely different methods. You can cook and throw shit together and it comes right. As soon as you bake, ain't no fucking way, man. No way.
And on the gravy side of it, if you like maple pepper, sugar, and pepper combined, dude, that fucking takes it to the next level. And orange pepper actually works in it too, in the gravy itself.
But what I also do, speaking of that, I make a breakfast sandwich. I call it my chicken and waffle breakfast sandwich. Yep. It ain't got chicken or waffles in it, but you kind of get that same vibe because what I do is I make the biscuits, but I'll put into the batch a tablespoon and a half of fucking chicken bouillon powder. And so you got like a chicken and a biscuit cracker, except it's a fucking, it's a biscuit. And then I put on maple sausage, cheese, maple syrup, and a little teeny bit of cayenne, dude. Oh my God.
Here's Hodges' gravy, his thick ass gravy right here.
Woo!
That's about what mine look like, yeah.
That's the way I like mine. It's thick. That's why I like mine. It's thick. But also, I make a burrito out of one, right? I take the gravy I made night before, hash browns and eggs, and put in a fucking roll into a burrito.
Hell yeah, man! That sounds good too. You ever make your own chicken fried steak?
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah!
All the time.
Yeah. Take a fucking.
You could use crushed up Doritos on it too.
Yeah, I think we talked about I used crushed up Funyuns on chicken one time.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I've done the same thing on chicken, but I also like the chicken fried steak. The Doritos sweet onion chili.
Oh, dude, my wife's fucking addicted to those things, man. I brought them home and she fucking cursed my name the second she had 2 or 3 of them. She's like, "Oh God damn you!"
those are only Doritos I can eat safely, right there.
Yeah.
Which ones is it?
The sweet chili ones.
Oh, sweet chili ones. When you said sweet chili onion, I was like, wait a minute, let me go find that one.
I don't even eat chips, so I don't know.
Yes, chips are bad for all of us.
No, I mean I make my own. Like I even when I did eat chips before I started eating clean, I didn't eat chips often. It was like maybe once every couple months I'd get a small bag. I just never really ate chips.
I'll make the like Saratoga style chips, the thicker ones that are a little bit browner, and those are good, especially when you put ketchup on them.
Here you go, Mick. This is what an emu chicken fried steak looks like right here.
Emu.
Like shit.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Took me a couple.
How does emu taste like compared to like say goose or duck or whatever? Like what kind of meat is it? Is it like a greasy, oily, dark meat?
No, it's not. It's not greasy because that shit's lean as fuck. Just like deer, bison, buffalo. So it depends on how you fucking prepare it, right? It can have a gamey taste or it can have a beefy taste to it.
Mm.
So now to me, the ostrich has more of a beef flavor. Emu is more like deer, elk, and buffalo.
Okay. Because I know the sandhill crane, they call that the ribeye in the sky because you get those sandhill crane out in Montana. My buddy hunts, so he brought some back, and I'll be goddamned if it didn't taste just like fucking beef. So yeah, some of them birds can have that beefy flavor.
Oh yeah. That's like when I get the ground up emu or ostrich, right? I get duck fat put into it. Then it will have a beefy flavor to it. The duck fat actually makes it better.
Now, what you paying a pound per pound for that? That sounds fucking good.
1 pound of emu, just the ground up, is about $10-11 a pound.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now, little Tate, how did your? I know you said your red slaw turned out good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. The only thing that was weird because I didn't do it from like cabbage and everything. I did it from a premix, and they put iceberg lettuce in it. And that Tennessee Red pulls out some fucking moisture, man.
Yeah. Well, why they put iceberg lettuce in the mix?
I don't know. It was like a garden mix. I didn't feel like getting heads of cabbage and chopping everything up.
See, I don't buy. I get the mix, the coleslaw mix, right?
I know. I couldn't find it.
Oh, so you couldn't find that.
Yeah, I couldn't find. So all it had was iceberg, cabbage, red cabbage, and carrots.
Yep.
So I didn't think that the fucking moisture in them would be that high.
Oh yeah.
And when it set for, I don't know, a good hour, I went and checked it, and I had to drain it. I had to drain that shit off. But man, it's really fucking good. If you don't like a cream based coleslaw, mayonnaise and all that shit, go with that Tennessee Red, man, and throw it in there. I added some onion and black pepper to the mix.
Yeah. And that's why I make red slaw either, because you got two forms of red slaw. You got ketchup bait, you got ketchup slaw, which is a red slaw. Then you got the barbecue one.
Yeah. Because that's a vinegar based heat, which they say Tennessee Red, but that's bullshit. That's North Carolina.
Yeah.
Fucking barbecue, because that's that thin vinegar, apple cider vinegar and heat, like red pepper flake and all that shit.
That's like I love using Iowa Smokehouse, the Southern style sauce, because it's thin vinegar based, right?
Yeah,
it does it great too.
Yeah, that thin sauce is where it's at.
Because I'm getting ready to do another red slaw with the Tennessee Red.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I did. I mean, I still had to chop it fine because I don't have a food processor, so I spent like a good 20 minutes fucking sitting there going chopping it all up.
That's why I like to get the coleslaw mix, right?
Yeah,
dump the import sauce on there, let it sit in the refrigerator for an hour or so, then taste it.
It was even better overnight. We tasted it earlier, and it's way better overnight. Let it sit overnight.
Oh, yeah. Just like anything, chili, anything is.
Hell yeah, man. The chili and the spaghetti sauce that I made the other day is fucking 10 times better every time.
Now, growing up, how many of y'all growing up had tater cakes?
Had what?
Potato cakes.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
See, this is my take. I showed River how to do them the other day. Dude, you fucking.
Now you're talking like you got a piece of baked potato and you fucking smash it on the griddle.
No, well, you use mashed potatoes, right? Leftover shit. Next day, put some eggs, some flour in there, some whatever seasoning you want in there.
See, I make those now, but I didn't grow up with them.
I mean, I love them.
I didn't grow up with them.
Yeah,
Dad would always cook those all the time.
Parmesan cheese is a binder. You fucking make it.
Put cheese in it. You want egg, flour, seasoning, whatever, bacon. You can put chopped up bacon in them. I mean,
throw it in some panko and fucking fry that shit like a steak. Oh,
I mean, you don't even have to use panko if you don't want to, but you can. Yeah.
We never ever threw out mashed potatoes.
Yeah, we did. Always.
If you did, it's your ass, because you can turn around and you flatten those out in a cast iron. You fucking cook them up nice and crisp on the outside, and they're nice and creamy on the inside. Oh my God. Fucking
or make a potato soup out of it, man. A little heavy cream. Work in those fucking mashed potatoes.
You
don't even need cream in the potatoes. Butter's all you need. But that's it. Butter. Because little Tate knows that. He don't use cream or milk in his no more. I don't either. I use straight butter.
I use butter, man. Butter and a little bit of the water that I cook it in, because I season it up. Those two work out perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking to make a soup out of it.
Make what?
I was talking about doing the heavy cream and whatnot to make a soup out of the mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. If you make soup out of it.
Make it like a tater soup. Yeah, not like
Yeah. But a lot of people, they think they got to have some type of liquid in there for mashed taters.
No. Sour cream, butter. Actually, I think the wife, all she puts in it is sour cream, puts in butter, puts in chives, keeps the skins on, whips the shit out of it, and it's fucking amazing.
And you can actually add green onions to them too if you want. If you don't want to do chives,
I use chive and green onion kind of interchangeably. Yeah. But yeah, she likes the green onion, so whichever one.
I use a shit ton of fucking minced garlic.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll use a ricer. So I like my mashed potatoes kind of chunky. Sometimes I don't like them super soupy, creamy.
Yep.
But if I'm going to do potato cakes, what I'll do is I'll take the rest of it, I'll put it in a potato ricer, and I'll rice it, and I'll make it super, super creamy. And then I'll throw it in the fridge. I'll put it in like a plastic wrap. I'll put it into a ball, put it in the fridge, and let it sit overnight. And then in the morning, I'll come in and I'll take that and I'll take pieces off of it, flatten it out, put it in the cast iron, and cook those into potato cakes and eat those for fucking breakfast. And those are so good. And what I also found too is there's like a protein powder that you can use, or a collagen powder, and you put that in with it, and you can get your collagen and protein while you're eating starch, and you don't even taste it, and it actually helps with binding it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking good.
So let me ask, since it came up, I'm pretty sure Thump wouldn't mind fucking bragging a little. What's the state of everybody's cast iron collection? Because anyone who
fucking zero
cast iron, man, they hoard that shit like a fucking dragon hoards gold.
I got one big pan and one big Dutch oven left. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Because I switched over to the Hexclad.
Ah, okay.
I bought that whole Hexclad set because I had it on sale. I said, fuck it, I bought it. That was my Christmas present to myself.
So. Until you said you ain't got none.
No, I've even with a good seasoning, dude, I had a trouble with hash browns one day, and it pissed me off so bad. I threw the motherfucker in the trash, and I haven't bought one since.
God damn.
And I even know how to, like, everything was seasoned, the oil, butter, everything was in there, and that bitch just fucking cooked to it. And I was so fucking mad, I just threw it out. Threw it in the fucking trash. And I haven't bought another one since.
Damn.
But I know they're good to cook with. Don't get me wrong. I cooked, when I was a kid with cast iron with, grandma and everybody. And I don't know. I haven't had any great luck with them. No matter how much I fucking season them up, for me, some reason I fucking suck using cast iron. Now my really sister-in-law, her cast iron skillet is fucking beautiful. But the one that I had fucking hated me.
Yeah, you got to get them really hot. That's the thing. I've got, so that wall I just showed of everything, I've got, I don't even know how many. I've got woks. I've got different ones from different countries and stuff. And I've got a lot of old ones too. And I've got even more that I got to use a battery charger, and I got to get the rust off. I bought some stuff from a guy and get the carbon off of it. But I've got everything from a 4-inch all the way up to almost I think it's an 18-inch.
Okay.
Plus a bunch of different Dutch ovens. I mean, I have loaf pans, all kind. I mean, that's all I use. So I have pretty much everything you can think of, plus some big stuff for camping that I don't use on my regular stove until I get my new stove. Then I will. But yeah, I use.
Oh, I forgot. I do have one Dutch oven, another Dutch oven ceramic.
I have a couple that are enameled, but I prefer just the regular cast iron.
Well, I like the enameled one, right? For what I'm doing, like sauce and stuff like that, chili and all that. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to clean up.
I got a 6.5 quart or 7 quart fucking Lodge enameled Dutch oven, and that thing is amazing for deep frying. Keeps the heat real good. It's so heavy that you can't tip it, you can't jostle it. It stays put. It's a lot safer to do it in that. That's my jam for fucking deep frying, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, what brands does everybody got? Because mine was a Lodge that I had trouble with.
Well, I got mostly Lodge. I got a Lodge 12, a Lodge 10, a Lodge 8, Lodge loaf pan. I got a Lodge 16-inch pizza stone that I use for doing pizza on the barbecue grill. I got an old Wagner that was a chunk of rust in the bottom of my smoker when I got it. I vinegar dipped it and fucking cleaned it all up, and it's the slickest, best pan that I got.
Wagners are amazing.
Yeah, so I say the bulk of my collection's Lodge, but like I say, I got a few others kind of peppered in there.
Well, I like Lodge myself, though.
I got a Cabela's 12-inch skillet that's treated me real well. That was my first piece.
But I still got one of this is an old aluminum pan, big fucking pan, like an 18-inch one that Dad had when we was from Boy Scouts. And you cook fucking a whole breakfast in that motherfucker right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've got Lodges and Wagner's, but I have Lodges and Wagner's. Like I said, anything from a 4 to almost I think 18 is the largest, I think.
Yeah.
That I have, or maybe I don't know, maybe it's 14. I don't remember. I know I have 14s. I lost 2. They were taken out of the house on that last Sunday.
Jesus Christ, take your Discovery Plus and your fucking cast iron. That's worse than taking a fucking dog.
God. Yeah.
Tell you what, man, whenever I move, dude, 2 of the biggest pains in the ass when I move are my books and my fucking cast iron.
No, I didn't even give a fuck because I got 5 more things of cast irons I need to actually clean and decarbonize. And then there's a guy that lives across the river in Illinois. He's like a 5-minute drive away from my house. This guy has hundreds of different kinds of fucking cast irons in his living room and kitchen, and he's selling them. And I just got to get me a fucking battery charger that I can put in manual mode and change the voltage and amperage, so that way I can take all the carbon and everything off of it. Because if you use a baking soda laundry booster in water or in vinegar, and you dip that in and you hold it there and you hook it up to the battery charger, it'll pull all the rust and all the carbon and all the seasoning off of it and leave you raw cast iron. And then you can re-season it and use it. And so that's what I'm going to be starting here. That's going to be a process I'm probably going to start next month, because I've got 4 or 5 pieces I need to do that to, plus a couple other pieces that I'm using now that I want to restore and re-season. So,
cool. Yeah, that sounds a pretty good process, man. I usually do the just straight vinegar immersion, just let the acid do the job and then wire brush it. But what you're talking about sounds like it's a hell of a lot faster.
Way faster, and it doesn't leave any pitting or scratches. So it is easier to actually season over to a gloss.
Right.
The electricity works way better. I'll tell you right now. You literally, once you dip it and you run that for a while, you can literally wipe all of the seasoning and rust off of it, and then boom, you're back to a raw cast iron, and then you can oil it up. And I highly recommend using either bacon up or actual bacon grease. Those are the 2 that for cast irons. You don't want to use olive oil. You don't want to use avocado oil or anything like that, because once you denature that oil, it becomes rancid. And so those oils are only supposed to eat raw now. But the with the cast irons, you want to use that bacon grease, because that's what's going to that's actually going to soak into that cast iron and give you that nice shiny glaze, and then nothing will stick to it ever.
That's all I ever use.
You could use duck fat too. So
duck fat, yeah, you can use duck fat. Yeah. I've always been partial to bacon though, because I know you can't use bacon, Gilly. So, but bacon is the best for it.
This is the reason I had to get rid of all my old cast irons when I found out I had alpha gal, right? Dude, I seasoned mine with lard. I seasoned it with lard.
Lard is bacon grease, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
Yeah. So I use lard too. I use butter, lard, and tallow for cooking, and then for other stuff where I'm going to use an oil that's raw, I'll use avocado or olive oil, and I'll put that on my food raw and eat it. But I won't cook it.
But you can actually, even peanut oil, you can season cast iron peanut oil, because I've done that, and it works great too.
Oh, hi, Rocky.
Yeah. What's up, fellas?
I'm Rocky. Hello. How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. How you doing, bro?
Good. Oh, and Mick, you can also you all like fried chicken, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. Who doesn't?
Dude, you can do it on the grill or smoker too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here's how it turns out when you do it.
Yeah, since I sent you the fucking recipe.
I know. Right there, Mick.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was on a smoker. Everything got crispy, everything. Go to Ballistic Fried Chicken on YouTube. You'll find it. The recipe for that.
Whoa, hold on. You talking about the Ballistic Barbecue and Ballistic Burger guy?
Yeah.
And he's got a chicken channel also?
Yeah, Ballistic's Fried Chicken, yeah.
I never fucking knew that, dude. How come he doesn't ever mention it on Ballistic Barbecue or Ballistic Burger?
Let me
Guy
bring
named
it
Scott,
up.
right? Former police officer, San Diego, that guy?
Let me bring it up here.
Yeah, bring that up, man. I want to see if it's the same guy.
Oh, shit, there goes the White Claws.
Yeah, well, I ran out of whiskey, so fuck you.
It's all right. I've been testing out garage beer. It's pretty good.
The hell's garage beer?
It's kind of like Yingling.
I love
It's
Yingling.
It's not too bad. It's pretty good.
Yangling right here. You can't see it.
Yeah, it's got that bite, but it's a light beer.
I'm from the East Coast, man. I fucking miss Yingling. Like a couple of years ago, I went down to Chattanooga to visit a buddy, and at the airport there, and we got diverted to South Carolina and then back down to Tennessee. And at the airport, they had Yingling, and it was the first one I'd had in like, I don't know, 15, 16 years. It tasted so fucking good. But like being in Washington, they don't let that shit cross a certain point because, they want to ensure the freshness. It's kind of like a quality control issue, not a legal one.
Illinois just got it.
I can't get a goddamn Yingling here. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Illinois just got it because Yingling, they partnered with Coors to keep it fresh now. So,
oh, really?
Oh,
cool.
It's as far as Illinois now, but Missouri has it, but Iowa does not. So I go to the Rock Island Arsenal, which is an army post, it's in the middle of the river. It's got an Illinois address, so they have Yingling at the PX, and I buy it there because Iowa doesn't have it yet.
Okay. Yeah, see, I grew up in upstate New York, so I mean, the Yingling was like...
they have the light, they have the Flight, they have the Pilsner, the Black and Tan.
Of the Black and Tan.
And I think they have one more. I don't remember. There's a couple of them.
What, like maybe a pale ale? Because most places will have a pale ale, too, if they're from the East Coast.
No, they don't have the pale.
No. Saranac. You ever heard of Saranac?
Light, Flight, Pilsner, Black and Tan. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. The Flight in the night, like the light was like, what is it, 99 or some shit they put on there?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I have the lager and the Black and Tan here.
I didn't like the Flight, dude. The Flight was funky.
I have not tried that, to be honest with you. I don't like light beers. And with me already eating healthy, I'm like, fuck it. If I'm gonna drink beer, I'm gonna drink bad shit.
That's like, hey, Marcus loves fucking Flight beer, dude. He was clamoring about it, when we were in the office a year back.
I can't even find the Flight here in Missouri for Yingling. They got the heavy shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, try that fucking recipe of Ballistic Fried Chicken. And it's Pittsburgh fried chicken.
I've probably fucking seen that and just forgot about it because I've been following Scott for fucking ever, man.
Because this came out 5 years ago. Little Tate sent me that fucking video.
All right, I'll watch it again. Yeah, I'll watch that again, man. Because
I use boneless thighs on mine, skinless boneless thighs on mine.
All right.
Because I wanted to make a sandwich out of it because you can't get the bone. I don't want the bone in, skin off. I want the skin off, but you got to have the bone in with the fuckers for some reason.
Yeah, whenever I make Chick-fil-A at home, I always use the boneless, skinless thighs because they stand up to deep frying a lot better, easier to pound out, get into the right shape,
Oh, yeah. It's like Little Tate. He did what Schnitzel with, or a chicken parm, right? Chicken parm, with thighs. And there ain't no pounding them out. Just stretch them out, right? Just unfold them. Fuck, you don't have to pound those fuckers at all.
And they're big as fuck too. Like when you get like good boneless, then skinless, and you fold them things out, you don't have to pound them. I mean, I'll fork them to get to marinate them, but I don't pound them out. I won't tenderize them.
And that Kinder's fucking panko with Italian bread seasoning, it's fucking awesome. You don't have to add no more seasoning to that at all.
You know what's funny is so I either for like fried chicken, I either use Honey Nut Cheerios. That's one of my things because
it works.
The honey,
it works. Yeah,
the honey, it gives it a nice sweet flavor, and it crisps up good because of the sugar.
No shit.
And I always add a little extra honey to it. That's my secret on that. Is it's amazing that way. Or I actually get the croutons, the from the store, the Olive Garden garlic ones, and you crush those up and you use those on your chicken, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
I
and
mean,
you don't have to do anything to them. You know,
I mean, anything that can be ground up can be used as a breading. Plain simple.
Yeah, I always use Honey Nut Cheerios though. That's my go-to.
Dude, when I was eating straight fucking carnivore diet for a while there, my fucking salvation was pork rinds, because you can crush up pork rinds into a powder, dude. They fry up just like panko, man.
Yep.
You get a hankering for fried chicken, little egg wash with milk and eggs, you piece of chicken, bunch of freaking and you do 2 grinds, right? You take your pork rinds and you take a mortar and pestle and you get them really super fine to where you usually use like flour, right? And so that's like your first dredge, your flour dredge. Then you go back into the egg, and then the second bowl has got the pork rinds that are just kind of hand crushed and they're nice and coarse. Dude, you can't tell the difference between that and, one you've done using flour.
Yep.
Rocky, how was work?
Oh, sorry.
It was all right, dude. It was busy. It seemed like our truck may have been the busiest one because my wife can, do the tacos and the quesadillas, and the 2 other people we have, my son and another girl, they can whip out nachos and stuff like that. So we were busy before the thing started. So we got there early and all that. And dude, there were some nice cars there. There were some classics there, but not as much as it's more like the Fast and the Furious there. They even dress like it's the Fast and the Furious from 2000, dude. Almost the same exact kind of thing.
Because these fucking rice butters are the thing now.
They are. I still think that a classic Chevelle, a Camaro, a 442, a GTO, an Impala, something like that is always going to be way cooler.
But the thing is, a lot of these racers to modify them are a lot cheaper than building a classic car now.
Yes, they are. And it seems the parts don't break as much as the American made. Well,
it depends on how you build it, really.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it really does. Because I built my own engines for the Mustang I had, 90 Mustang I had. A fucking Ford 302 or out of Explorer. I fucking built it. After I had the machine work done, put it all together. Fucking 500 horsepower out of that motherfucker, out of 302.
There was a car, I think it was a Civic, and it was freaking pearl pink, like pink. It looked like whenever you see a sunrise or a sunset, when it turns pink, that's what it had. And even the rims were like that. It was really cool, man. And all the windows were tinted. I was like, damn, that thing's cool. When I was driving to the commissary to get ice and all that stuff, dude, it was a badass car. It just looked cool. It was sharp looking, right? But it was a good day after all. It was overcast and kind of breezy, so it wasn't too hot. So it actually turned out to be good because they said it was going to rain all day, and it didn't rain at all. It didn't start raining until we got home.
Nice.
Now, were you at a car show or were you at a place?
Yeah, it was a team Tenzi or Kenzie car show. Like they have these car teams, like the Fast and the Furious, where they have a car club. And so these guys, man, they put on a good show. And they have vendors there. They had like 4 food trucks, or they had like 3 food trucks and like this boba tea thing. You ever have that?
Oh yeah.
And then that. And
Heard
everybody seemed pretty busy. And it was cool because I had about 4 or 5 people, their first time trying my food, they came back for seconds.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. So
should I get a little rumbly when you fucking describe your fucking food? And I never even fucking had it.
Oh man. My wife accidentally made a birria chicken quesadilla on accident, or she accidentally burned it. She thinks if it's a little too dark, it's burned. She's a perfectionist like me because she's a firstborn child. So she's like, I can't send this out. I don't like the way it looks, which is good because I believe that you should have pride in your work, right? Whether it's a
Sure.
piece of food or a painting or a report or whatever, right? So I ate that fucking thing. I, I ate that thing quick.
So
God,
Rocky,
I didn't eat all this morning. Yeah.
you weren't on here when we were talking about it, but yesterday I went to a friend's house and we had tacos, and these motherfuckers actually got me into, because they had ground beef, right? It wasn't like carne asada or
Ground
anything,
beef.
but they had Western dressing, and I put that shit on it. It was actually really fucking good.
What's Western dressing? Remind me, what does it taste like?
Right.
Gilly's bringing it up right here. So
Oh.
it's a sweet and smooth salad dressing.
Yeah,
It's a
dude.
dressing,
Dude.
But it is so fucking good with it.
Yeah.
We sell Chipotle sauce, and it goes good with the ground beef. It goes good with the chicken. It goes good with the birria. We sell this. It's green jam salsa. It's spicy and sweet at the same time, and it looks really fucking weird, right? It looks like green jelly, like this little pig. Let me in, or whatever.
Like the band?
Like the band. This little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Sorry. Anyways, this stuff is really freaking good too. Like it makes me like it's so good. And of course, my wife made some pineapple habanero salsa.
Nice.
That was spicy. She makes her red salsa spicy, but it really depends on like she'll put the seeds in there, and it's all up to the seeds whether it's spicy or not.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
green
Yeah,
Pineapple
the
habanero.
ribs and the seeds, the ribs and the seeds have all the spice. So like the white part, those all where the seeds attach, that has all the capsaicin in it. And like,
Yeah.
trust me, I know about peppers. I grow some of the hottest in the world. So
There's a
I grow-
guy there's a guy that we know, and he got second nationally for his hot sauce or chili, right? He
Nice.
grows like ghost peppers or whatever, and then habaneros and chili de árbol and all this other stuff. Man, there's some good stuff. Like
yeah,
I think he's getting national recognition now, so that's pretty cool.
I grow reapers too. I grow which are hotter than the ghost pepper. And then like when I grow them, I starve them of water so the leaves wilt, and then I give them water and they perk back up, and then I let the leaves wilt again. And when you starve them of water, they actually get hotter. So if you grow your own peppers, starve them of water, and they'll be spicier.
Do you grow guajillos?
Yeah, I've grown them.
Pasilla?
Yep.
Pasilla, guajillo, de árbol.
I've done Diarbo and the Guajillo. I've grown those, and then I've grown everything from cayenne to reapers. I mean, you name it. I have like a huge spectrum. 7 pots, peach pods. There was something else I've grown, but bird's eye, Thai chilies. I grow them all.
Do you ever grow any Scotch bonnets?
Yep.
Scotch bonnet. I like Scotch bonnets.
So was our topics like talking about food all day?
No,
not all day.
Most of
there
it.
was another thing.
Most of it was.
Gilly, there was another thing that you need to be caught up on, Rocky, is Gilly is going to be at the end of the baseball season. He's going to be wearing a Cubs hat or shirt or both.
No, you're going to be wearing the Cardinals one, motherfucker, not me.
Because him and I have a nice bet, and I sent, if somebody could bring that up, please.
It's on text, right? It's on text.
You got it on text,
Whoever team at the end of the season at the end of the season, not the playoffs, but the season, regular season, who's ever ahead has to wear the other team's fucking shit. So
yeah, there we go. There it is. See, Gilly, we'll look at it again one more time of the Cubs above the Brewers.
It's fucking first month of the season. Still the first month.
It's a really bad start for you guys. It is.
No, it ain't fun. 4-4 fun. God, come on now.
There you go. You can actually see the numbers on there. 4-4, fucking 7-5.
Yeah. Yep.
Now we would have been 5-3 if we would have lost to the Red Sox. Now, but they're still playing tonight at 6:00. Right now,
there's a lot of bad blood between Gilly and I with baseball teams because living in Iowa, I don't have a professional team, but all of our AAA teams are okay. We'll see you later. All of our AAA teams are farms to the Cubs, and so and I'm only 2 hours away.
Well, it's AAA, single A, and double A.
All of our local teams go to the Cubs.
Yeah, we have a AAA team out here. It's the Hickory Crawdads. but I can't remember what team they are. I think it's to the Atlanta Braves, I want to say, but I could be wrong.
So the one in my town, it's actually goes to the Astros, which nobody cares about them anyways. So
Well, it used to be the Cubs, but they traded.
Oh no, it's the Royals. No,
No, Royals are in Omaha.
No, they're Omaha. Yeah,
Omaha and Washington State. Royals are Washington State. Single A is around Spokane.
I have to look again, but I just know that he's going to be wearing Cubs stuff at the end of the season. Which is
no, you're going to be wearing Cardinals, bitch. You're going to be wearing Cardinals.
I used to wear a Chicago Cubs hat. I played when I played.
You're dead to me, Rocky. You're dead to me.
That was Little League though. And then I was a Royal, a Dodger, a Cub, and
fuck the Dodgers. That's just as bad as being a Cub fan. The Dodger fans are.
No. I bleed Dodger blue, baby. But I also like the Angels. But I also am the kind of motherfucker that'll wear a Yankees hat and a Boston Red Sox shirt and reverse that and be like, fuck you, I don't care.
Yeah, see, him and I go way back on
All the ready forever. Like Wakanda forever, all the ready forever.
with us living so close in proximity and everything, it just makes it that much better. Because I might even pick out the fucking hat or jersey that he's gonna wear and drive it down to him for the podcast be there. I want to be sitting next to him for the podcast. I think that's what we're gonna do. So
y'all two were only separated by Illinois, right?
No,
actually, Gilly and I, we border
one another. See, Missouri borders Iowa, Illinois, Kansas, fucking Arkansas.
Oh, so you two are real close geographically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a short drive, so I'm definitely gonna end up making sure that he has proper attire for the end of the baseball season.
And that's what I'm showing right here, right? Fucking actual size shirts now. The mannequin's got beer guts.
That's right.
You have to get him a fucking Cub shirt like that.
Oh no, fuck.
Hey, I just saw
my beer gut ain't that big. I got a beer gut, but ain't that big yet.
I just saw another a thing for that grunt style shirt, Grumpy Old Dad. Because
I got the one coming.
I'm gonna buy that fucking shirt, and if I ever become a grandpa and they make one, Grumpy Old Grandpa, because I fucking really told you so.
Well, I got the Grumpy Old Dad one coming because River goes, well, why? Because I fucking said so. That's why.
I'm looking that up now. Hold on, Grumpy Old Dad.
Yeah, it's a new one they just released.
Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
When you pan fry or deep fry your chicken, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever dunked them in barbecue sauce after they were done frying?
Only when I've done party wings. If I bread up and deep fry my party wings, what I'll do is I'll get them fried up to where they got to be with the breading and everything. Then I'll dunk them in barbecue sauce, and then I'll finish them off in the oven like 10 minutes at 400 degrees just to get that nice stickiness.
See, I'll show you ones I've done in the past right here. I forgot about these. These are chicken thighs. I just dunked them in, didn't put them in the fucking oven afterwards at all.
Oh, that looks good, bro.
But I used the Iowa Smokehouse Southern style sauce on it, dunk them in on that one.
Talk about this one, Rock? Oh, God fucking damn it. Sorry, pop up.
No problem.
You talk about that one?
Yeah.
I just bought there's a Star Wars May 4th, May the 4th be with you, and it's fuck's sake, you've not, like Yoda. I got that.
That's what I got covered too. So.
And I just got my tricorn hat and my fucking George Washington wig today.
Put it on.
I'm a hat guy.
No. I'm gonna wait for the 4th of July for that shit, dude.
Put it on now. Fuck it.
Well, I got to go back upstairs and get it.
Oh, Rocky.
Yo.
Let me show you something here. I got these ordered coming in.
Okay.
To where the fuck's it at here?
I'm getting a new one. It's Dilligaff. Do I look like I give a fuck?
Everybody, Rocky, you need a pair of these, man, to wear on the food truck too.
What?
Rocky 4.
Send me that link, dude. Send me that link, because what I'll do is I'll wear a grunt style shirt that matches that, and I'll wear that over it, and the George Washington wig, and the fucking tricorn hat, and sunglasses.
I'll send the messenger right now. I already got mine ordered though. So
how much do they cost?
I think that was like $40 or something like that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because I like my bib overalls, always have. So now to get shorts, fuck yeah.
And Rocky, I'm gonna get a pair like that too, but I'm gonna cut them way shorter.
What, like thigh huggers?
Oh yeah, they're gonna be short.
Or are they gonna be like Daisy Dukes up your ass?
I was gonna say it's gonna be Daisy Dukes.
He wants to be as short as the Seals wear, right? They're short.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna see me like cooking on the open pit barbecue with it. So I'll have to like bend over in front of the camera.
I used to wear that stuff for Heidi, and my thing would be never mind.
And you gotta wear fucking cowboy boots with them too. You gotta have cowboy boots on too when you wear them.
I will, trust me. I'll have my cowboy boots on because I don't know anything else.
But while you're at it, you might as well wear a garter and stuff a couple of $5 bills in there just for fun.
It's gonna be pretty awesome.
Because as soon as those get sent, Rocky, I'm gonna be wearing them on here as soon as they get in. I ain't gonna wait for the 4th of July. Fuck that.
You know what we need to get? We need to get the fucking top hat that fucking Apollo Creed had in Rocky 3 or Rocky 4, right?
Oh, I'm gonna get that. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get
that. I was so mad when he fucking died in that movie. I was so fucking mad. And then Mickey dies in the other one.
Dude, you know part of the reason why
Mickey died at number 3.
Apollo Creed's death was so fucking disturbing in that movie because when Carl Weathers was filming it, right? He knew he was going to die, obviously. And so when he got knocked down by Ivan Drago, you remember when he had that little seizure when he was down on the ground? Carl Weathers did that on purpose. That shit wasn't scripted, man. He did that little fucking jumping seizure just to make the scene a little more disturbing, to kind of foreshadow that like something was like really, really wrong with him and not just like a normal, boxing knockdown. And that like decision on his part to do that little fucking jerk just like made the whole scene and made, the gravity of his death just that much.
The other character that he will always be to me is Chubbs. Peter's fucking happy.
Dylan, come on.
Happy Gilmore. And Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Oh, and speaking of Rocky, we were talking about Rocky. You know when he was fighting Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 3.
It fucking knocked him to the ground. So that's actual real reaction of him getting fucking hit in the back of the head.
Well,
that turned into something more than they call that a shoot match where a fake fight starts getting real. Yeah.
But he actually did, like I was watching the article or watching like a video of him talk about how he met Dolph Lundgren, right, for the movie for Rocky 4, right? Dolph Lundgren fucking had to fight him before he could be cast. And Dolph Lundgren had to send him to the hospital.
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Because he's so fucking strong. He said, fuck. Because Rocky wanted to box everybody, right?
That dude played the first Punisher. He played the first Punisher in 1989, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 88 or 89, yeah.
And that motherfucker's a chemical engineer on top of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say his IQ is like what, like 100 and fucking like 60, 140.
He's literally a genius.
And that's why in Expendables, or I can't remember which one, they talk about him being a fucking physicist.
Yeah.
In there.
Dolph Lundgren's a literal fucking genius. It's like talk about somebody who won the genetic lottery,
Like, I remember he played He-Man, but who could play He-Man if they did a fucking He-Man movie now?
The guy who plays Thor.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
You know who I thought would play Thor first? Triple H.
He's too beat up for that shit.
Because when I saw him in Blade Trinity, I was like, that motherfucker looks like Thor with the long hair and he's big and he's flipping off the sun and all that stuff. And of course, Ryan Reynolds was fucking Deadpool in that movie, even though it was Hannibal King. Anyways, I don't know why I went off on that fucking tangent. Did we talk about Val Kilmer yet?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, talk about fucking look real quick. Thumper, you ain't gonna like this one, but the one who could play He-Man, the guy who plays Reacher.
Oh, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying his build, he could play He-Man with his build.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I agree with Kate. Fuck that guy. But
I mean, he could.
He could do it.
Now, Rocky, what's your... Huh? Yeah,
Alan Richardson. Yeah, that fucking guy.
Now, Rocky, what's your favorite Val Kilmer movies?
Man,
Keep it to 3.
It's Tombstone's #1.
Yeah, everybody says that.
Tombstone, Willow, because he was fucking Mad Mardigan. Mad Mardigan.
Thank you.
And then, fuck, dude. Maybe either Top Gun or Heat. Did
Solid.
you know that the Marines would model their reloading after the way he did it in that movie?
Mm-hmm.
How quick
No
he
shit.
was.
Yeah.
Really?
And like he was proud of that because I didn't like the Batman movie he was in because it was so fucking, it was like so campy. It was worse than fucking Adam West.
The Joel Schumacher ones were fucking garbage.
Yeah, they were. They were.
He was a victim
crazy
of that movie.
when you watch the Flash movie, the last Flash movie, he ends up in the fucking universe with George Clooney as Batman.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a good one either.
No, he wasn't.
See, the Joel Schumacher ones were pure shit. Yeah.
What would have been if he would have been if they would have gave a cameo to fucking Christian Bale?
I like Christian Bale the best as Batman, my opinion.
But I thought Ben Affleck was good because he actually fucking killed people because the original Batman would kill motherfuckers.
He had a 45.
Just like in Dawn of Justice when he's killing people.
Yeah, because it was like year one Batman. You know, the comic book series year one Batman is where he's killing motherfuckers.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I just got the DC versus Marvel amalgam omnibus. It's like where they have like Wolverine as Batman combined.
So I'm not the only comic nerd here.
No, dude,
We're all comic nerds. I don't know about Thumper though, but
I never read comics until after I got out of the Navy. Well, I mean, I read 3 comic books when I was in the Navy around 2006 to 2009. It was Watchmen, A History of Violence, and V for Vendetta.
Okay.
And then I didn't read anything for years. And then after I retired, while I was on the Abraham Lincoln, in one of my compartments, someone left Volume 1 of Sandman.
Oh, Neil Gaiman,
Sandman. Neil Gaiman, Sandman, right? So I read it. I read it when my father passed away. I took that comic book with me because I was going to be there for a week to make sure my mom was okay, right? And he died. He died the night after I got there. And so I read that, and I was like, man, this is fucking good. And I went to the store Ollie's because I was going to cook birria for my whole family, right? My dad never got to taste the tacos. That's what kills me. He never got to taste them.
Man.
And
I'm sorry, dude.
so I ended up getting the last volume of Sandman. It's the one where it goes into the future, and it shows how he gets summoned by that guy in the first book and gets trapped and all that for the 80 years or whatever from the comic book. So I ended up buying all those books, and I fucking read it, and I was like, man, this is a really good comic book. So it's like, why don't you read Hellblazer? Why don't you read Lucifer? Why don't you read Doomsday Clock? If Doomsday Clock is amazing in DC, man. It's like the continuation of Watchmen, right? But Jeff Johns wrote it. And it's like a 432-page book, dude. I finished it in 3 hours. It was that fucking good.
Dear Lord, man.
Yeah, dude, it was really good. Where John Osterman met Superman and Batman and Green Lantern and all this stuff, right? So that was like all the comic books I read were not the normal superhero shit.
Right, you did sort of the anti-hero stuff.
I did, yeah. And then my wife bought me all 3 omnibuses of Garth Ennis's Punisher.
And Garth Ennis did Preacher also, right?
Yeah, and I got Preacher, which is fucking hilarious.
I've heard.
Like the best scene is like they got this guy called the Saint of Killers, and he ends up killing God in the comic book, which is, sacrilegious and all. And he's like, these people shoot a nuke bomb at him, right? In the Nevada desert or something. And he's still standing there because nothing can kill him. He goes, not enough gun. Is this he's based on Will Money from Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood's character. So like
of intemperate disposition.
Dude, I've gotten Hellboy, Lucifer volumes 1 and 2 of the omnibus. I got one called Moonshine, and it's about these people that are moonshiners that become werewolves. One called Dark Ark, There's one called Dark Ark where it's
That's
like
a fucking
all the
reach.
supernatural creatures that are evil have to build an ark to live so they don't die during Noah's flood. There's some really cool comic books out there, right?
Whoa.
Like my wife got me X-Men versus Avengers, X-Men versus Avengers versus the Eternals, X-Men Onslaught, and I ended up getting like the Kang Dynasty, which that's what would have been the Kang movie that they would have made had the guy not got fired from being Kang the Conqueror with the whole Me Too thing, which that comic book was really good, right? So I mean, I've got all shit. I can show you some of the comic books I got. Let me change my background. I'm actually proud of this stuff. I don't really care if anyone thinks I'm a nerd or not. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, you know what?
Here's one for you.
Right here. Just got this, my man.
Right here.
Nice.
Sergeant Rock.
Here's an oldie but goodie for you, Mick. If you remember this one right here.
Sergeant Rock and the Howling Commandos. Yeah.
All right. check my picture. You'll see. Like, I'll move out of the way. I got Invincible, Spawn, Hellboy,
Dude, I love Spawn.
House of M, Miracle Man, which is he was called Marvel Man back in the day. They're supposed to bring him into the MCU, and he's going to be from another universe, just like the Fantastic Four. Incorruptible, Irredeemable. Irredeemable is about a guy that's like Superman, and he goes rogue and kills everybody.
Have you seen Brightburn?
No, I heard about it though.
Dude, I didn't want to bring up
good flick
because it's not part of the conversation, but dude, it's exactly what you're talking about, dude. Some kid, same fucking Superman scenario, came to Earth, raised by human parents, but when he hits puberty, man,
he goes
instead
evil.
of becoming all good and shit, his superpowers manifest. He's an evil little fuck. Yeah, dude, if that's your bag, man, you would love that. It's like a total inversion of the Superman story.
So I got the Invisibles, 100 Bullets, the Authority. What's that one? Planetary. The Planetary's fucking badass, dude. And then that you see that's DC versus Marvel. And this is an older picture, and right next to it now I have DC versus Marvel, the Amalgam Omnibus. Before Watchmen, Lost Girls, Top 10, From Hell, both 300 books, the Neil Gaiman collection. Then I got
you got the Frank Miller 300s.
Black Hammer, Black Hammer, all the Hellboy stuff. That's Sin City. I haven't opened up Sin City yet.
Sin City's really good.
And dude, one of my favorite ones is Invincible. And if you ever watch the cartoon on Amazon, dude,
I have.
It's really fucking good. Like they're doing a pretty good job. The thing I don't like is they changed Amber, the original girlfriend. She's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
So I never read the comic, and so
oh, dude, I saw the first season, and then I watched this guy called Comics Explain all of Invincible. And these guys talk about the comic books on YouTube, and they make it so that you want to read it. And there was another guy, he did Sandman, and Danny Malt on YouTube. He doesn't have that many followers, but he covers like Fables. Like down below here, I got Fables, which is like Fables is like all the fairy tale creatures, like Snow White, the Big Bad Wolf, Prince Charming. They all live in our real world because they're trying to escape this guy called the Adversary. And the Adversary is basically a puppet master. That's a hint of who the bad guy is. But they have the dark one in it. Like if you've watched Once Upon a Time, the TV show stole the idea from Fables.
Never saw that one. The wife likes it a lot.
It's all right. The dark.
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but I got about 10 minutes left of recording before I got to shift over for class.
Oh, I'm already recording this one.
You already on recording?
Yeah, I've been on recording since you got off.
Okay, good. All right. So, well, I'm going to pause mine out then.
Go ahead and pause yours, upload yours, and I'll just upload mine as part 1, part 2 of the days.
Yeah, I got part 1 in there already.
Oh, another good one, American Vampire. It's DC Comics Black Label, so it's Vertigo Black Label, right? And this is a
Okay.
different part of the DC universe that no one normally lives in. And it's about people that are fucking vampires. And they have a secret society and all that shit. And it's really good too. But I'm waiting.
All right, gentlemen. Sorry, I got to get out of here. You guys have fun. I will see you later.
Later, bro.
All right, man.
Later.
Hey, brother.
Peace out, man. Yeah.
So, I mean, well, maybe you can see it better now. But I got a lot of stuff. And I've just gotten this since 2022.
Wow.
So it's between reading these books and I'll show you the other stuff that I read, which is even more crazy, but it's more in depth. It's more of the intellectual stuff that I read. Like I have like the Torah, all kinds of stuff, legends of the Bible, the chronology of time. That's where they have the theory of that we've been lied to. Like we either the year is 17 something, 1700 something, or the year 1000, and Jesus Christ and rose from the dead a thousand years ago, because they made up all the medieval history. I haven't read it yet, and I've got a bunch of books. One called Archaeology, all kinds of stuff. But the comic books, man, the comic books are very entertaining, and this is before all the comic books became stupid and woke.
And that's what killed it for me, man.
And you know what, though? They say the comic book industry is suffering because of that, because everyone's going to buy like old stuff like that, right? Because it's not so stupid. But, you know, like if you ever read Invincible, dude, it's like DC and Marvel put in one, but better in a way. And it's cool because like when it was written, that was a time when in DC Comics, they had Y the Last Man, where all the men die, and there's like one guy alive, one human man left on the earth, and it's Y the Last Man. And there's a guy that can switch into different universes, right? And he goes to this universe where all the girls want him because all there is girls in that universe. So, and then one where Spider-Man shows up, Spawn shows up, Batman shows up, and all that stuff. So, you know, it's good entertainment. And then I got like this weird one. It's Eddie Campbell wrote Bacchus Volume 1 and 2 and The Years Have Pants, and it's like he's the guy that worked with Alan Moore to write From Hell, which was really good about Jack the Ripper. But yeah. So what do you read, Nick?
Moore. I haven't heard the name Alan Moore in quite some time.
Yeah, he did Watchmen, V for Vendetta, Top 10.
Yeah, he was a darker writer. Yeah, definitely darker.
I got all of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I have the 2011 omnibus, so the first one, so it's the unedited version. It's not censored. I guess they started censoring it. It was like the only copy left, and I got it from Canada for like $90.
That's ironic.
Which is crazy, you know. But yeah, I mean, I got American Gods up there. And then I got Norse mythology, which they're doing like every Neil Gaiman book they have. They're doing like a graphic novel version of it now with Dark Horse Comics.
Dark Horse. I still have my original copies of X. That was one of the early Dark Horse releases back in like '94.
Yeah, and then I want to get from Dark Horse. I want to get the rest of the Hellboy stuff, and then Lord Baltimore. And it's like a different Dark Horse universe, but also in Dark Horse is Black Hammer, which they say is really, really good. And there's one omnibus that's coming out in like September, and it's the last one that I know of. So I'm going to read the whole thing all the way through after that.
Okay.
I'll wait till I have everything to read it.
See, this is all stuff that came out after I kind of fell off of comic books because of all the things you said. You know, they started getting a little obnoxious. And so, yeah, I was a comic book collector, reader, avid, you know, drawer and all that from like 1990 to about 2000, 2001. So that was about the span of, you know, when I was into it. And so a lot of what you're talking about, you know, the names that I know, you know, things that I've heard of, but haven't actually gotten much into myself. So that's it's good to hear that, you know, it didn't all turn to garbage after 2001, 2002.
No, some of it's not garbage at all. Some of it's really good. Like, I don't know, 100 Bullets was like during the time of George Bush and Obama, and it was fucking awesome. And if they made it into a movie, I don't know who they'd get to play Graves, but he would have to kind of look like Lee Marvin.
Lee Marvin.
Or like they could probably get someone like Liam Neeson to play but since Liam Neeson doesn't like guns, he's too much of a pussy for it. I wouldn't put him in that thing, right?
Oh, speaking of real quick, Liam Neeson, have you seen the trailer
Naked Gun?
for
Yeah, the Naked Gun. Yeah.
Yeah. The new Naked Gun.
What?
He plays Frank Durbin's son.
The remake of Naked Gun now.
I love the original 3 movies, dude. Where they do the chalkboard of the guy falling.
Yeah, it looks funny as shit, but again, yeah, he's against guns and stuff, so.
But yeah, he played a guy that's always using them.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, I know. Like one of my favorite roles he's ever played in is though Henry Ducard or Ra's al Ghul in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
He was a good Ducard. Like he looked like the cartoon character Ducard when you watch Batman. Batman when it was a cartoon in 1992. I used to watch that shit.
Oh, dude, I love that show.
Yeah. And the Joker was fucking hilarious. I never knew that the Joker's voice was Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker.
Right? Crazy, isn't it?
Didn't know that.
But no cartoon beats Scrappy or Captain Caveman.
Are you serious? We have all the Looney Tunes, like fucking Pepe Le Pew.
I'm saying, like Captain Caveman, man, that's a classic too. And also a pup named Scooby Doo. Come on now.
Oh, dude, I have one. It's
or Scrappy. Come on, I'll fight you.
I have one. It's the Justice League versus King Kong and Godzilla. I thought that was pretty cool. Yep. I don't care. Dude, I've got George Orwell 1984 in the comic book version. Really good.
And also Popeye too, though, man.
Yeah.
The original cartoon, Popeye cartoon. Fuck yeah. Or Foghorn Leghorn. I'll tell you what, boy.
Yep.
I'll say, boy.
Yeah, you're not a comic book guy, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I've got some of the original Zorros.
Okay.
You know who Batman's based off of? Zorro.
Yeah. I've got some of the original Zorros, and I have like Pitt #1. When Pitt first came out in the 90s, I got the first one. There was a baseball card shop and comic shop down the street from me, and instead of buying them, I used to work for them, and they would pay me with comic books and baseball cards.
That's
so
cool.
I have like over 13,000 baseball cards, and I have a shit ton of old comics, like collectible comics.
You know what my kids collect? Pokemon cards.
Oh fuck yeah, my son does too.
I'm like, are they like baseball cards now and they're worth money?
Pretty much.
Really?
Pretty much.
I never watched Pokemon. I mean, the nearest I watched Pokemon was when South Park made fun of them and called it Chin Pokemon. Where it was like, where in Japanese, I when I was working in Japan and I was watching South Park, one of the guys that was a translator, Japanese translator named Hiro was really cool. He loved Star Wars a lot. I showed him the cartoon and he fucking laughed. He's like, you know what Chin Pokemon means in Japanese? It means dick man.
I wish I still had the whole series of the Death of Superman.
Dude, they sell the omnibus.
I know, but I wish I still had, because I had all of the Death of Superman, right? And when he came back to life, right, that whole collection, I had all of them. And my fucking brother took it from me when I went to Navy. I was like, you motherfucker.
I still got the Death of Superman in the black fucking poly bag with the bloody red S. I still got that.
But I wish I could find that. I had the whole book, right? That had all of them in it.
I'm gonna show you this real quick, bro. Check this out. Let me get to the thing. I'm gonna share the picture with you. Where is it at? Share. Death of Superman and the Return of Superman Omnibus.
Yeah.
And it's from 2022, right? And it is 1,370 pages, and you can get it for $85.69 right now.
Well, that's the second version of it. The first version came out years ago.
It's got everything in it, though.
Yeah, that's what the first version would had everything in it, right?
So, it collects the issues of The Man of Steel 1726, Superman 7383, Adventures of Superman 496 to 505. Man, alive. Action Comics 683 to 692. How many
Justice League? Yeah.
Justice League, and then the Legacy of Superman 1, and then Green Lantern 46.
Yep.
And the reviews, like, dude, there's so many omnibuses now, right?
Yep.
They've got Superman, the Triangle Era, Superman Exile, and other omnibus stories. JLA by Grant Morrison. Like, they have a lot of stuff. And they said it's a pretty good book, I guess. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All kinds of stuff. Last Ronin by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Batman. The Court of Owls saga, which I saw the cartoon. I was like, that was pretty cool, actually.
See, I found it after I got out of Navy at fucking Barnes and Nobles. You know, so I picked it up. Had all of them in there. But that was like 2004, 2005 time frame.
Yeah, because it was like 1985 when that shit went down.
Actually, no, in the 90s, early 90s when it went down.
Okay. I thought
early
it was
90s.
Like 93.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I remember that, but I didn't read comic books at the time.
How old are you, Rocky?
I'm 47 now.
Okay, so you're my age then. Okay, so you were a kid at the same time as I was when this was coming out.
Here's what I read now.
I played a lot of sports, and like my TV show back then was the X-Files.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
I got all the X-Files. I even got some X-Files comic books.
And then I I joined the Navy, and I didn't start watching the X-Files till 2002 again when they started having all the DVDs. They had all the seasons on DVD, and I got them all. And my wife, Heidi, loved the X-Files too. She didn't like it for the stuff I liked it for. She liked it because of Scully and Mulder. But I liked it because of the weird shit that happened, right? But that's how we kind of bonded. We bonded with that, and then we ended up watching The Shield. That was a cool TV show. Yep. Nip Tuck and Game of Thrones, all kinds of stuff. So
is Nip Tuck any good?
Yes. It's a really good show, and it's really fucked up. The acting is
great. Fucked up.
It's fucked up. Like it's got a lot of the, I would say it was almost like rated R.
Sweet.
There's a lot of sex in it. A lot of sex. But, there's some comedy in there, and there's a lot of human drama in there where, paternity fraud's in it. And like, now that I look at it, I'm like, man, this kind of show kind of red pills you. It has some stuff that you see in the red pill. Like, if you know what I'm talking about. Like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was created by a guy, I think he's gay, but he did a really good job. He's also the guy that I think made American Horror Story, but I've never watched it. I heard it's good, but I never watched it.
American Horror Story was good. It was very well written, very well acted, but it reached a certain point where it just got too gay for me.
Yeah, like a lot of that, like
it's like too much focus on sexuality. I mean, like even Dexter, like I love Dexter. Don't get me wrong, I do love Dexter, and everything in Dexter is all straight sex. But I got sick of the sexuality too. Like all the sexuality seemed to be completely just beyond the fucking point of the story. It seemed like it was just there to be there.
I liked like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and then that one guy that says "surprise, motherfucker," he dies.
Yeah,
and that's when it kind of started not becoming that good.
It kind of went off the rails after season 3, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was still good, but not as good as it. Like first 3 seasons were like peak.
When John Lithgow's character did that really fucked up thing in the show,
the Trinity Killer,
yeah. But I mean, they have some really good shows out there. Like the crazy thing about like Dexter is like in the real books, he's led by a god called Moloch. We hear his name a lot in the news now. He's the god of child sacrifice. That all the Hollywood elites sacrifice too.
Yeah, I've heard about Moloch a ton. He's the one that the effigy had the outstretched hands, and they put the baby on the hands, and when the hand got hot and the baby rolled over, it'd go into the fire.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing that. That's just so messed up.
Well, yeah, because you're not a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I just...
Hell, even if you were a psycho, you probably wouldn't be that kind of psycho.
Yeah, it's screwed up. But like, it's weird because they bring in this guy who's a biblical god into the thing, and he's like the one that's kind of guiding Dexter. But what I liked about the TV show was like he's a serial killer that hunts other serial killers, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique angle.
And it's almost like the Punisher. The Punisher's a serial killer that kills criminals, that kill people and murder people and steal from people, because that's his code of justice. But
with the whole vigilantism taken to its logical conclusion, yeah.
Yes. But I love it. Like in the Garth Ennis books, man, he beats the shit out of Wolverine. He makes Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Daredevil look like idiots. And it was funny because it's like, well, what do you do? I mean, this guy has a plan for fucking everything. It's military planning. It makes sense. So
it's like, did you read The Dark Knight Returns?
No, I'm gonna buy those books. I've seen the cartoons, but I've not read the books. But Ben Affleck's Batman was modeled after that. His Batman.
But Batman versus Superman, there's a showdown between Batman and Superman at the end of The Dark Knight Returns.
Where it was from The Dark Knight, yeah.
And it is, and that's the kind of thing where Batman, he's the one who did the military planning. He's the one who looked at everything in a square off against Superman and said, okay, how the hell am I going to do this?
Yeah, that's why he had to get that mineral called kryptonite.
Out
of it.
And lots of electricity. A lot of electricity.
And that's why Batman's a pussy. He's got to use kryptonite. Come on now.
Well, come on. He's a guy, He's a guy like you.
He's not a god, per se.
I said a guy.
But like, if you have not read Invincible, dude, it's pretty fucking good.
All right. I'll give it the old college try.
The guy who wrote Invincible is the guy who wrote The Walking Dead.
Really?
Robert Kirkman wrote The Walking Dead, or still writes it. I think it's still going on. And he wrote Invincible.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know. I read it and I was like, man, this is fucking great. Like, it's really good. The books are like a couple thousand pages long. Like there's three compendiums because they don't do an omnibus for Image Comics. But you see it right there. Wait, the guy who wrote the one. And then I got the Invincible universe right there too. I haven't read that one yet, but that's like all the other characters. But yeah, I mean, they're good comics.
Hey Gilly, maybe this episode is going to be a fucking kind of a tough task, ain't it? Man, barbecue, comic books, and more.
Oh yeah, comic books and more. Food. Comic books and more. Fuck it.
What do we cover? Comic books, PTS.
Well, we started off with that dumbass skipper, right?
I didn't have a chance to see the video or anything.
I'll leave the phone up for you.
Okay.
That's right. I forgot to send it to you, Rocky.
Don't worry about it, dude. I was so busy today.
The guy is fucking nuts.
All right.
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Busting me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there.
You were cussing me out, dude.
Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here.
He didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the laws?
Bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Bullshit. Yes, I can.
All right, bro. What are you trying to do, bro?
What
are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nah, shit. I'm fishing, you fucking... Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service,
That
bro.
Florida?
But that doesn't give you the right.
Yeah. Pussy ass fuck.
All right,
Looks like
bro.
that bridge in
All right,
Florida.
whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro.
Motherfucking lights.
My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro.
Cuss me the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro,
On the water more than you can possibly fathom in your wild motherfucking dream.
me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
If you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking fire.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
That's why you carry a fucking gun.
All right, bro.
I'd have shot that fucker.
Please, bro. Please, bro. Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I
motherfucker.
was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back to my
Yes,
fucking
sir.
work.
I'm a kid, bro. Please, bro.
I don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All
and
right.
talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
He's calling the guy bro. And
I'm
that's
sorry,
a form
man.
of
I
disrespect in
wasn't
a
like
way.
cussing you
You'd say
out there,
sorry.
Yes, you
bro.
were, dude.
I was driving the boat. Oh,
The whole
I'd have shot his ass.
thing is, if he was a veteran, especially a ranger,
Don't care.
he forgot. He forgot to
Don't
keep
care.
cool and calm.
And collected.
No.
I mean, not everyone's perfect. I mean,
So that motherfucker, the so-called veteran, to me, is in the wrong. Plain and simple. He's in the fucking wrong.
Yeah, that's Florida. Is that Florida?
Yeah, Florida.
Hmm.
And that boat captain got arrested too for that shit too.
Let's just say if that was me, he'd have had a bad time.
That's why
Like
you
I
always
said-
carry a knife with you too, people. If you don't have a gun, a knife will beat a gun damn near every time in a gunfight, especially 7 yards or less.
Yeah, because you don't have to reload a fucking gun.
Well,
I mean, you
the
don't have to
reaction
reload a
time.
knife.
The reaction time, right? Because a lot of people that carry, they're not carrying it fucking locked and loaded, ready to go.
Oh, I am.
Oh, I
know
do.
I do, but a lot of people don't because they're afraid it's going to go off.
They get a different gun.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you can get a Glock that doesn't have a safety, or you can get like a Sig Sauer.
None of my guns, even if they have a safety, there's no safety on, and there's one in the pipe at all times. I don't.
Yeah,
I've trained enough with it that I don't need to rely on a safety, because this right here, that's the safety. You keep your booger your booger hook off the fucking bang switch.
keep your finger
And-
straight and off the trigger.
Your booger hook off the bang switch, and that's it. Like none of my guns are on safe, and they're all loaded. I don't fuck around. I'm not going to take time. If you're coming at me or you require ventilation, it will happen very quickly.
Yeah, I've got a Ruger LC9S that I carry conceal, and that one, like you, safety off, round to the pipe. At all
I
times.
carry the same one. Also carry a
And that
Power
car-
45 too. Also carry a
And I got-
fucking goddamn 357 Smith & Wesson 357 revolver too.
Before I got my concealed, dude, I carried a Glock 20.
Iowa's a constitutional carry, and
Yeah.
I open carry a Kimber 9mm Mako R7.
Those things are expensive, aren't they?
They're a little bit, yeah.
Kimbers
they're
are
Kimbers.
expensive guns, man, but they're
But you can if you go to the right gun store, especially in the Midwest, Timbers, they ain't that much pricier than a Smith & Wesson and all that shit. You just gotta
Yeah,
follow
but
the
Smith
right
and
gun.
Wessons are fucking pricey too.
Hey
So
guys,
this is
do you
my-
know the revolver that They had a revolver that's a 10 millimeter, and it's got 8 rounds instead of 6 rounds.
So yeah, it's one of the new Smith Combat ones. Yeah,
this is my Kimber here.
That's nice.
It's got a red dot on it.
Yep.
That's the R7 Mako. So they came out about two years ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I bought it brand new. Love this 9mm. It is so smooth to shoot. I've shot it numerous times. I have a 40 caliber M&P Shield that I used to carry, and I'd rather actually carry my 9mm over that. It's so nice. It's such a balanced pistol.
My favorite pistol to carry actually is my Glock 20, the 10 millimeter. But it's big. It's a big fucking gun. And I want to get the Glock. I think it's the Glock 40. It's like the Glock 20, but with a really long barrel. It's almost like a fucking rifle, dude.
My favorite gun to actually carry is the Judge.
Yeah, that's a cool one too. You can put 410 shotgun rounds in it, right? It's 45. Is it 45 caliber or
45 long Colt, not the ACP.
45 long Colt.
45 long Colt.
And then the 410.
See that gun right there. Even so, I had to carry the short barrel one, right? You know, to carry it called the fucking it's the Judge, but it was something else they called it too. You know, but dude, that one right there, it doesn't, when you shoot it, it doesn't go up like on the 45 or 410. It goes back. So you're always on
Raging Hunter Tauruses.
Huh?
They have a Taurus. It's a Raging Hunter.
Yeah, that's they got a 454 and a 500 too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you all know this one.
Oh
yeah. I want to get one of those, and what I want to do is I want to engrave my name, rate, and everything, and the time of service on that gun.
I hate the Beretta. I hate the fucking Beretta.
On the pistols, on pistols, I hate them. Shotguns, I love the shotguns though.
I will tell you the one that I did love carrying when I was a contractor was the Glock 27. If you can find one, it's a 40 caliber Glock. It's a Glock 27. They're hard to find. I mean, when people buy them, they hold on to them. They don't sell them. They're fucking great guns. I carried one as a contractor. I loved it.
Was it a 10 round or a 15 round?
That is a 10.
10 round.
You can get extended magazines though. They come stock with 10 round.
Did you see what Sig Sauer's doing now? They got rid of the 15 round magazine, and all they have is 10, 12, and 17.
Huh.
So like, you know, the Sig Sauer P365?
Yeah.
They have a 10 rounder, a 12 rounder, and a 17 rounder. So like the fucking magazine is longer than the fucking gun is.
Don't they do those though differently with the different they have like different levels of that pistol that you can get?
Dude, they made so many different ones. They made the P365, right? Then they made the P365X carry, which is the same length, but it has a beaver tail like a Colt 45, right?
Colt, the Colt.
And then they made the P365XL, and that's longer. Then they made the P365 X macro, which is the same. It's got the same barrel length that's a 365, and it has like a fuck, I forgot what it's called. It helps with firing the weapon. It's got 2 little vents on it, right? So the kickback doesn't happen.
Compensators.
Yeah. Then they have the P365 Fuse, which is almost like a full-size gun, but it's smaller. That's a cool-ass fucking gun, too. And then they came out with the P3. They came out with the PX10, the 365-10 X10, which is a 10 millimeter. It's a big gun, and they just keep on adding more stuff. Like what they're doing now is they're giving you the option for optics, red dot. I'm still used to shooting without a red dot, but I want to be like, if I get a gun, I want to have red dot. But if the red dot loses battery power or whatever, say it happens because you're out somewhere and it just happens, I want the fucking sights to be high enough to where you can use that, and then they're glow in the dark, so you can shoot in the dark You can at least know where you're fucking pointing.
So this
they call that a co-witness.
Yeah.
So this pistol, hang on, let me download it real quick.
Yes, let's not have a negligent discharge.
No.
Yeah, you were talking about the 454?
Yeah.
I'm safe now. So
Gilly's fucking frozen.
No, I'm not frozen.
Oh, hey, he's holding really still.
So this red dot, it turns on when you take the cover off.
Uh-huh.
And then the actual iron sights glow.
Yes. What I love about SIG is they put iron sights on there that all glow in the dark.
Yeah, that's how the Kimber is too. So this Kimber, the red dot actually is it turns on when you take the cover off. And then you have the back sight. So it's nice because I'll be laying in bed at night and I'll look over at my fucking dresser and you'll see these 2 little green dots, and it's the fucking iron sight.
Oh, dude,
glowing.
my FNX 45 Tactical's like that. I don't have the red dot on it because that's a really fucking expensive gun.
Yeah.
But when I bought it, it has the red dots, or the green, right? The sight in front and then the 2 in back, all glow in the fucking dark all the time. I love that.
Yeah, it is so nice. And like I said, I've shot this numerous times. It's super comfortable in the hand. It's almost a perfect size for thumb over thumb on the left side of the pistol.
Like that.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the only way I shoot, and I shoot both eyes open. So using the red dot is the best. I mean, I'm like dead on with it.
You know what? The people used to get mad at me when I was at MA, and I would shoot, and you have to have the gun on safe. I was so quick drawing that I'd put the safety off and cock it so I'd have single action so I could get a better score when I was doing the gun shoots. They're like, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? In real life, that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
I got to be faster than the motherfucker that's coming after me, right?
Bureau of Prisons, you have to do so many shots. You have to do like 2 shots, 2 seconds from the hip, from the holster. You have 2 seconds to hit the target, different distances and stuff like that. So I'm used to doing drills like that. And then as a contractor, I mean, we did drills all the time. That was like our downtime was drill time. That was all the time. I mean, we weren't on the clock. We would be at the range. So
you got to practice your art. You got to practice your way of life.
Here's going to be my next one, or one of my next ones purchased right here. F-85 mill with the threaded barrel, right?
Ooh.
For the suppressor. But
that's
also
damn near pornography, my friend.
But also too, a lot of people have never seen these, especially outside.
There's a 19X. That's
Missouri,
nice.
Right? This is a fucking. God damn it! What the fuck?
Page not found.
Whoops.
It knows you're broadcasting.
God damn it, Billy.
But this right here, they even got fucking these right here, which is considered a pistol.
It's a 40 cal, yeah.
Yeah. But it's
an Tennessee shooter, the kid that the transgender whatever that did that shooting at the kids' school.
Yep.
I think it was a Smith & Wesson 9mm thing like that.
Well, they also have. See, what I was going to show you was the actual what it said not found, right? It was actually the same version, but it's a 7.62 by 39.
Oh man! Oh man! That's nice.
And this is where I buy all my guns here in Missouri now because they make these. They make them themselves at CMGG. And dude, they also have a 300 blackout fucking version too of that shit. Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna get those eventually. I'm gonna get a 300 blackout, and I'm gonna get an AR-10.
But I am gonna get
you guys. One of these days, I'll show you my my rifle. The one I talked to Gilly about a bunch of times. It's a pretty badass rifle. Got it.
I'll show you the one I use for fucking hog hunting real quick.
This is the one I got.
Coyotes.
I can't even get it to focus.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Hang on here.
Oh, it's unloaded.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'll show you another day because the key's in another place I can't get to right now.
There we go, Rocky.
Nice.
6.5 Creedmoor with day and night scope. Perfect. All digital. It tells you how many yardage you're out, and actually, if you're up above, what angle you're shooting at too.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
My son bought a 22 version of the gun that the Germans made in World War II that they modeled the AR-15 after.
The Sturmgewehr STG-44.
Yeah, the SG something like that. But
How
it's
the hell did he get one of those, man? Those things, even in 22, are fucking expensive.
He got it at the gun store out here where we go to a lot, and they don't make the magazines for it.
Yeah,
so
it's
one mag.
It's a really proprietary mag. Yeah,
like it's hard to find.
Yeah, like super hard to find.
I'm trying to think of the title for this one. It's going to be like Crazy Boat Captains, Val Kilmer, comic books, movies, guns, and other stuff.
Well, we're going to leave the guns out of the title.
Yeah. Long distance hole punchers.
Yes, ventilators.
Long distance hole punchers. I'm sure that people that are watching this that don't like guns are freaking out right now. Sorry. It's your right to defend.
Why the hell would they watch this podcast if they don't like guns? I mean,
here you go, Rocky. Here's the 300 blackout right here.
Let me see. Oh, that's beautiful. That's
the only problem with 300 blackout is if you're going to get it, you pretty much have to run suppressed. Otherwise, why the fuck would you get it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but yeah. But
I mean,
you know what my son wants to get? My son wants to get the 6.86 Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. Nice.
Oh,
yeah. Dude, they're really nice. Like I shot one because they let you try out guns to shoot. And I was like, man, this is great. This is a good gun. And this thing has about almost the same power as a 10 millimeter.
Oh, that's a 357 Magnum?
Yeah.
Here's a 357 for you.
It's got way more power than a 10 millimeter.
The 10 mils, man, they're designed, they kill bears.
So is 357. 357 is actually more powerful than the fucking 10 mil. I'm here to tell you.
I saw, dude, they had a video on YouTube where this guy did a 10 mil and a 357, and the 10 mil went farther.
Here's a 357 Smith & Wesson.
With the 357s, it's all about the load that you use it too.
Yeah, it's a different kind of round, right?
Yeah,
but the reason why
I have the mag 357 mag hollow point in this one.
Yeah, you got it.
And the reason why
sorry, go ahead.
The reason why people love carrying 357 revolvers like I do, you don't have to buy the expensive 357 rounds target shooting 38 special.
That's pretty gun.
Yeah, this is my riding gun. I throw this on my hip when I go riding. That's for like anything that I run into. I've used it on fucking rattlesnakes to bigger animals.
The rakes. You went into some cryptids out there in Iowa?
You never know, man. You never know.
Hey, they say there's Bigfoot out there too. I don't know, man.
Yep.
Dude, you need to listen to this one episode of the Confessionals where this guy claims he killed Bigfoot. It was in Ohio, and he said they had all these different Bigfoots, right? They had the red hair, the black hair, and like the white hair, which is like an albino. And they said,
there you go, Rocky. 357 stub nose right there.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Fucking Ruger, that's custom painted on top.
Zeruga.
And my favorite gun, the PAR 1911.
That's nice. That's pretty.
Yeah, I've got my M4. I've got my 6.5 Creedmoor sniper. I got a 410, a 20 gauge, a 12 gauge. My 12 gauge doesn't have a fucking stock on it though. It's a pistol grip.
Oh,
that's
hate
my.
those.
You what?
I don't like those. Like we had those in Seal Beach when I was a MA. In the first time I went to Seal Beach, they had the pistol grip for the shotgun and the folding stock. But the way that they made it, man, it would just like, no matter how you held it, it would just like skin your hand right here. it bruised your hand and you couldn't like, I don't know.
This
That's
is
pretty
my baby.
Oh, yeah. Ours was like a shotgun, right? But
This
then
is
it just had that. It didn't have that extra handle. It didn't have that.
This is my shotgun. It's my Mossberg 500.
That's
There
pretty.
you go. There you go, Rocky.
All right, let's make sure we don't shoot any weapons, okay?
Yes.
Mossberg right here.
Is yours a 500 also?
Yep.
That's mine too.
I just don't have the fucking like you do on the grip right here.
The forward?
Yep. I don't have that one, but
See, I got pistol grip forward and back.
I just got the pistol grip on the back.
That's pretty, Nick. What is that? Is that a 500 also?
Benelli Nova.
Benelli's nice gun.
Those are nice.
See, Rocky, I got double all buck in this motherfucker. So someone breaks in this house, this first gun I'm grabbing. I'm gonna spray some motherfuckers.
You got double on it?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've got double lot.
You know what's so funny? You guys see that meme and it has Danny DeVito and he's like, so these people broke in and I started shooting and they're like, wait, you value your property more than people? Yeah, so I started shooting.
That's
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I've got the shotgun next to the bed and I got double odd in that. So yeah. I couldn't remember if I had double odd or 8-shot because I had 8-shot in it for the longest time. But then I went shooting and I shot the 8-shot up, so then I put double odd in it.
Well, boys, I think we've been on a long time. We've been on what for three? You guys have been on for 3.5 hours. I've been on for, I don't know, maybe a little more than an hour.
Yeah, of course, I still got my AR-15 that's ready to go at any time.
Mine too.
You know, now, my hunting rifles, except for my Creedmoor, I'll leave in the gun safe downstairs. The rest of them are upstairs with me.
Well, I've got 3 pistols. I got my 357, my 40 cal, and my 9mm, all within reach of my bed.
Yep.
I got my shotgun that's literally within reach of my bed. And so, yeah, everything else is down in the basement. in my safe.
Like my 30-06 and my shotguns, except for that one with my Mossberg, is downstairs. You know.
Well, I got my pistol by my bed.
Huh?
Well, I got my pistol by my bed on the nightstand. Yeah. I got the rest of them in the safe, and then I got this guy here.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's nice. A kukri.
Yep.
Made in Nepal.
Those guys, the guys that they had these guys that worked with us in Bahrain, and they were the guys that carried those things.
I have the law enforcement Smith & Wesson. This one's fucking.
I love the Tanto blade. Yeah, I got one like that, dude. It's way bigger though. It's a Smith & Wesson, and you can break a window with it, cut a seatbelt. Like it has.
Yeah, this has got the window breaker on the bottom, and then on the top here. And then I have a boot knife that I carried over in Iraq. It was a Smith & Wesson boot knife, Tanto. It was a fixed blade though. And this one was in my pocket. This one's nice. I like this one. This one's sharp.
I usually carry a gun, and I have like close to 100 rounds on me because I got magazines everywhere on me. And then I have a K-bar. Either
Nice.
a K-bar or an SE. And the K-bar I have is like the normal K-bar fighting knife, or it's the Tanto blade one. I'm going to get the Big Brother, though. Oh. If you've seen the Big Brother, that thing is a scary-looking knife.
You guys remember Steve Smith, Gunner's mate?
Yeah, Steve. Smitty.
Yeah. Some years ago, he actually he's a fucking dyed-in-the-wool knife guy, right? He's a knife fanatic. And probably 5-6 years ago, for no particular reason at all, he sent me a Smith & Wesson Spec Ops folder with a Tanto blade, and that thing's been that's been an amazing knife.
Yeah, they are good knives, aren't they?
Well, I just found out. Don't leave your
blade, or does it have serrated edge on it too?
It's a half serrate.
Yeah,
my favorite. I've also got my daily carry is a Columbia River M1614, and that's also a Tanto bladed half serrate. That's like the blade profile that I like the best.
Well, don't ever leave your knives in the fucking truck.
Oh shit! Did it rust out?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's called a Doc Holden. This one was handmade. And I didn't think it was going to rust like that because it had fucking oil on it.
Jesus, dude.
Well,
damn.
Well, Jay, I'm gonna have to get off soon because I gotta eat dinner.
You know what? My wife just texted me here and says food's gonna be on time. Kind of the same scenario.
Which that's easy to fix for me. I'll just fucking
I don't have a wife to text me.
I don't either.
He's lonely.
You know, they do have a saying, and it almost rings true nowadays. Happy wife, happy life, no wife.
That's right.
Yeah, because it's definitely not happy wife, happy life.
That's exactly.
No, that shit is such fucking bullshit.
Yep.
It actually gets backwards. It's happy life, happy wife.
I can honestly say though, because I made a post on Facebook about the divorce, like when it first happened. I have had probably, I don't know. I have 4 women texting me, 4 different women messaging me in different platforms wanting to hook up.
Be careful, don't get in trouble. And
don't do that.
How am I going to get in trouble? I don't have to answer to nobody. I can do whatever I want.
Was it finalized yet?
No, but Iowa's a no-fault state. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not going back to her. We're divorced. We're separated. We're not even talking now.
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah, but the thing is, in a year when regret sets in, you're going to be fucking, and it's not because you seek her out. She's going to come looking for you.
Yeah,
she can come looking for me all she wants.
I just watched
the
when I was doing my work. I listened to Strong Successful Male, and it was about like there's a theme, and it's true. It's happened to me. They always come back.
The sling back.
They always come back. Like they dump you for a guy they think's better, and then that guy dumps her, and then she tries to come back. And I had something like that happen to me. I said, "Why are you fucking talking to me? You dumped me. I don't even care to talk to you no more."
Yeah, I'm not taking her back. I don't care.
Yeah.
She's going to be lonely as fuck. I'm going to be enjoying my life and spending time with my son and traveling and everything else. And I don't care. Like, it's not.
Yeah. Well, once the wall comes and like she realizes no one's going to want a relationship with that. They're just going to hit it and quit it.
Oh, there'll be some people that she'll be married within a year. Mark my words.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yes.
Who knows?
Less than 6 months after my divorce was final, my ex-wife was remarried. Less than 6
You think
months.
she had that guy in the background?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Monkey branching, man. They never fucking let go of one branch until they got a hold of another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
See,
dude,
I don't.
Have you
like
seen
I said,
what's been going on lately? Like, there's all these videos where girls can't even get a guy to go on a date with them anymore. And I'm like, well, these guys have woken up to this shit. They're done.
See, I won't even. Once the divorce is final, I'm blocking her phone number, and because I don't have kids with her or anything, so I have no reason to talk to her or see her.
Your son is not with her.
No, my son is with my second ex-wife.
Oh, you're fucking.
This is my third,
okay.
so no, I have no ties to her after the divorce, so I don't care. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going back to her. The truth came out during the argument that caused the divorce, and I said I'm not going to do this. I'm done. So I filed for divorce, and I'm happy. Fuck it, I don't care. Like,
fair enough.
Yeah, does it get lonely around my house when my son's at his mom's house for the week? Yeah, but you know what? It's what beer and TV's for.
Do you have a dog?
Video games.
And you're gonna have more money because you don't have a wife. Spend your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
What's crazy is like because I've learned what's been going on. I don't get mad at my sons for playing video games. I understand now. I understand, and there's this book. Have you guys ever heard of Aaron Clarey?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Asshole Consulting. I love that guy.
He wrote. I've read the book. I have the book of Numbers right here.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And then I got A World Without Men.
I bought that.
Try to get people to read it and say, look, if you want to understand why your son's not doing, what you think he should do, it's because of that. There's no reason for them to do it. They're all going to become passport bros.
I hate that, but yeah, they are.
It's the truth,
got 3
dude.
sons. Believe me, I want grandkids, but I can't, in good conscience, hurry them up because.
I told my wife. I said, look. I told my wife. I said, I don't want my sons to ruin their lives for a girl like that. I would rather not be a grandfather, even though I would love to be.
Yeah.
I'd rather my sons have happy lives than to live a life where they are enslaved.
Yeah, you're not lying.
But the thing is, these kids need to learn heartbreak and all that.
They do. But you know what? They see it all the time on TikTok. They see it all the time on Instagram Reels. They see it all the time on Facebook Reels. When those guys do the interviews and then the girl's like, well, I have $50,000 in the bank. And he's like, I got $200 and I just spent $1,000 on you and you can't help me out? Oh, okay. Oh, you're seeing 5 other guys besides me? Oh, okay. And then they wonder why guys don't want to date.
But until they go through that in real life, you're not going to know what it's like.
Well, I would say they're wiser if they learn from other men's mistakes, and they don't do it, and they see what they look, they know what to look for.
But they still have to fucking go through it to actually understand it too. They do.
Yeah, and like there's this video I watched today where this guy, he was SSM, right? He was talking about like before he even dated the girl or married this girl, he had a background investigation done on her and her family to see what she was really like when she's not around him.
Jesus.
Dude, that's how deep you have to go if you're going to risk everything for that.
Well, and you also gotta live with them too for some time too.
You do.
Because you can do all the background investigations you want, right?
And then it's bait and switch, right?
But you got to fucking live with them for some time. And that's going to show you their true colors eventually.
Yeah.
If they're pure or they're not pure.
They say a person who they can lie about who they are for about 90 days. That's about the limit.
Dude, you have to watch Strong Successful Male. There's a girl that lied to a guy for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he got caught when she said she would go to a friend's house and do movies, and they would dress up in dresses and go in the club and fuck other guys. He found her because he came home from a trip one time. He had a work trip out of town, and she was doing this while he was gone. And they were in his house getting it on, and he filmed it. And then he divorced her. 7 years he was with this girl. And he caught her lying like that. And she'd been doing that for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years since she got with him. That's how messed up it is. That's where I'm like, dude, go to another country. The dangerous part, and I wish the president and all these people understood that. I said, if you're going to do this to men, don't expect them to defend the country. Why are you going to defend a country where women treat you like that? Go expatriate. There's no reason to, right? And they're going to find that out soon enough. They're going to find that out soon enough. And it's not going to be pretty because the men are going to be gone and they're not going to help. They're not going to open doors for you. They're not going to protect you. They're not going to change your tire for you. They're not going to do anything because they don't want to be Me Too'd, lied about, false accusations, or any of that crap because it's not worth it.
Well, you heard about that gal in England, she was assaulted on the subway and everyone just kind of sat around watching, and she was lamenting to the Daily Wire or the whatever it was, the Daily Mail, sorry.
Yeah.
Why did they just watch? Why did nobody jump in? Why did nobody help? And then you got the guy in the New York subway who choked a guy out who was assaulting people, and he got off, thank God. But dudes aren't getting involved anymore.
Daniel Penny, right?
You're right. They're not getting involved anymore because why would I jump in and risk my safety, freedom, and possibly my life for some ill-behaved, ill-mannered slattern that wasn't raised right and is probably going to throw me under the bus the first available opportunity? It's just,
I bet you
cost-benefit analysis. It's just not there.
Well, I bet you'll find out, Mick, like the guy that was causing all the trouble. I bet he had a single mother and his dad wasn't in his life.
Well, duh. How the hell else would you end up like
there's
that?
all these statistics that prove it, and they still keep on making movies like Snow White that are retarded.
Yeah. That's a whole different rabbit hole, man. But
here's the theory on Snow White, right? The prince did not bring her back to life. The prince, when he kissed her, right, took her off to heaven.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
They
didn't even, apparently, I'm not going to watch the movie. They didn't even have a Prince Charming.
No, that's so outdated.
Okay. That's very kind of her. Awesome.
What you got there, Mick? What you got there?
Grilled cheese and soup.
That sounds good. Yummy for
Is
your
it tomato soup?
Come here. That's vegetable beef.
Oh, okay.
Jake, do you want to end this one soon?
Yep, we'll end it. Go ahead and take us home.
All right, boys. It was great talking to everyone. Everyone like and subscribe on Facebook,
YouTube and
Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, which is now X. We also have a page on Instagram, which we don't do anything with because
no, we don't do Instagram. Fuck that.
No more, and no more on Rumble. We still have our stuff there, but until people go to it, we're not going to use it. We're not going to waste
YouTube,
time.
X, and Facebook is all we need.
Yep. All right, here we go. Fifers departing.